Alright, YouTube is up.
Bone Zone.
Step right in, don't be shy. Catalan's here and you're gonna die. But don't you worry, there's no real harm. Death's reversible, it's part of the charm. Skeleton greeters rattling at the door. Zombies doing jazz hands across the floor. Laugh a little, scream, laugh a little, scream a lot. Join my army, give it a shot. You don't need breath, you don't need fear. Just let your soul park right here. I promise you'll have so much fun once your heart stops and then starts again. Welcome to the Bone Zone. Come play the necromantic way. Welcome to the Bone Zone. Get killed for free, resurrect today. Sign your corpse at the sound of the tone. Catherine welcomes you to the Bone Zone. Spin the wheel of how did I die? Was it poison blades or a ghoul nearby? When fabulous prizes, a ribcage hat, a femur flute, a dancing undead. Don't you love the spooky thrill? You can volunteer or I can kill. Either way.
Alright, both is alive. We are gonna listen to Bone Zone and then we're gonna get into it.
Don't fear the dark, don't fear your doom. I'll tuck you snug in your tomb, then snap your back. New bone, new tone, ready to serve in my cobblestone throne. Welcome to the Bone Zone, where dying's just the entry fee. Welcome to the Bone Zone, where skeletons dance professionally. Just sign your spine on the mercy loan. Kathleen welcomes you to the Bone Zone. Oh, darling, come closer. Yes, there. See this scythe? It's purely for flair. Necromancers don't kill. We pre-adjust. A bit of death, a bit of trust. You'll be fine. Probably, maybe. Okay. No, but it's reversible. Probably. Rise, rise, join my undead prize. March, 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 till your joints go stark. Serve, serve in eternal bone reserve. When calls, obey the tone. Come on down to the Bone Zone. Welcome to the Bone Zone. You'll laugh, you'll scream, you'll moan. Welcome to the Bone Zone. Your corpse has never felt this at home. Once you're dead, you'll never be alone. Kathleen claims you in the Bone Zone. One little death, then you're good as new. If you survive, take home a skull or two. Thanks for visiting, scream again soon. The Bone Zone's open under every
Alright, good morning. Welcome in, everybody. It is your boy Nightowl, and I'm here with a group react today. I got the man, the myth, the legend, Feeble Mind, Infinity Rain. Say hello.
I'm gay.
Yes. And then we got Bupela.
Hello.
We got
He's brown.
Chikage. He is brown.
What's up?
We got Future Retcon Reality here.
Hello, everybody.
We got Muru Mao.
She's fat.
Damn. And we got Velasco Forge.
Don't mind me, I'm at work.
Damn.
Didn't say
Damn. Because Muru hates me, man. We bullied her off of a card game Stellaris, and now she hates us.
She's at work, bro.
she's muted. Yeah.
Oh, damn, what are all these fucking dorks at work doing in Discord? Holy shit.
Imagine working with her, though. Those are fucking losers.
What's up, Harble99? Welcome in, man.
Howdy,
Does
Tortoise.
this guy even tweet out his stream? Probably not.
Probably not. I never do. I don't care about self-promo.
So gay, bro.
It'd be like that. Anyway, we
Tweet out
got...
the kick.
we got some reacts to get into, some political fucking shit to get into. Probably gonna start off at the top of this play astronomical video. Always been kind of a homie.
Maybe. Who knows? Hard to tell anymore.
I don't know, man. I'm waiting to see my head caved in with the CRT monitor.
Listen, man, he's my favorite black man. He's my favorite black man, and I hope it doesn't change. So. All right.
Moving shadows, climb and fall, running circles on my wall. Every step I take, they sway, following then fade away.
This has got crazy visuals already.
Yeah, he was trying to purposely have like unique shadow effects.
Behind the truth. On the wall they stretch and bend, long and thin like tired friends. Chairs and coats become tall ghosts, dancing slow across the posts. Moving shadows, climb and fall, running circles on my wall.
Nanigachi, right?
Yeah, Henry Reed.
My boy Cosmic Otaku.
That was cool.
Yeah. That's Nyannis.
That looks like a shot from Monogatari. Trucker-kun.
I love how we went femme trucker. That's funny. And we made Skybrows black.
He is kind of black.
Heavily shadowed.
Ulifu and Zen. Greer.
Hell yeah!
Correct eyes.
Yeah, he's very accurate with
My girl Lily.
OCs.
Lily Fernwild.
I don't really like being accurate with people's OCs.
Ohio
So
and
I like artistic
uppercase.
interpretation.
If I face the dark alone, will you leave me or come home? Moving shadows, climb and fall, running circles on my wall.
Mad Hatter.
That was Mad Hatter and Nova, I think.
Who the fuck is my level?
Oh no, that was Nightway.
Oh, my boy
Nova
Joshi.
was Nightway.
Mumi in the background.
Kini Kuru,
Ember and Lord Intellectual.
the ultimate simp.
My boy G-Sin. What's up?
Wait, this motherfucker stole my idea, bro. This is my manga panel. I'm a fan. I do have a scene like that in my manga panel.
That was
was
pretty
I?
clean though.
I'd see myself, bro. Come on.
Oh, honestly, yeah, like
Yeah, wait, did Boopy get cucked again, bro?
he always gets cucked. Nobody likes Boopy.
Dude, how does Boopy never get any cameos? I don't
No,
understand.
no Boopy, no Velasco. It's trash.
Velasco's understandable, bro.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I'm a nobody.
Yeah, you're too white. You're too white for him. He's gonna keep some black representation in his video.
He blacks
it was pretty
Skybrows.
good.
He has enough. He has enough black representation.
I don't think that was as good as his other stuff, but I think he was trying to go for like a more artistic thing here.
I liked it. I liked the song. A lot of the visuals were good. You know, as always, like half the motherfuckers in the video are people I don't like, but that's neither here nor there. No, I literally, I say it like literally every fucking time. I don't give a fuck.
I know. Okay.
But
Jesus Christ.
what? Sue me.
Okay.
Fucking but yeah, like all in all, it was pretty good. Like visuals were great. The song was great. Really clean cut. I dig it. Anyway,
Go to our cameo again. I think it's. Oh, you're gonna go through again or no?
we can.
Moving shadows.
We got that's Kirsche. I don't.
I don't need to go over every cameo. I don't care about the cameos. So I just want to see the scenes. This was nice. I really liked this. He showed me this, and I fucking loved it.
That was a really good transition, honestly.
And so was this one. Although he fucked up. Pause it. He fucked up here. He should have made the shadow the Star of David on her head because she's a fucking Jew.
God.
That would have been the ultimate troll.
It's close.
You see what I'm saying?
It's close.
I know. It should have been the Star of David though. She would have got pissed.
I like the Leaflet gens that he does because he always makes Leaflet look like so fucking like kind of cute and funny. It's like it's the funniest shit.
Black and blue, always right behind the truth.
I do like this song.
I'm not a fan.
Are we doing YMCA?
That's what it looks like.
It's like he's predicting the future 4th of July party we're gonna have. That's crazy. I like how Muru's like a short stack, thick girl.
Yeah. Like,
Is she not?
No, she is.
I could have swore she was like just a chunky, big booty Latina.
Where's my Bupela, man?
I love how she dipped too. I didn't even realize she fucking left.
Well, she's working.
Yeah.
I like how he used my mask thing. I think he really liked that shit he was telling me or something.
Honestly, it was kind of cool. He had like this purge aesthetic going. I liked it.
I like my American flag outfit.
Hey, you look like Uncle Sam there, bro.
What are we spelling out? What?
Cuck
I don't know.
with the backwards C.
Yeah.
July.
Oh, you're right. It does spell July.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever.
That's pretty cool. I like it.
Okay.
nice
That's a cool
catch.
scene.
All right.
Bro, she's got
That's
the
like
eyes.
see, he's smart. That's like a good way to cameo me without causing shit because most people don't know that's my OC. So,
Well, now they do.
I'm just kidding. He doesn't care, but it's still funny that I'm Voldemort in cameos now. Yeah, this is sick. I like this.
That's a lot of it though. Like half the people really don't give a fuck. There's really just like
It's like well, Boopy's really Voldemort. He's not
You
just-
may be Voldemort for cameos, but you get put in.
yeah, like what did you do to people, Poopy? What did you do?
They found out he's brown, bro. They just don't want nothing to do with him now. All right, we go on to the next one.
Thanks for the follow, Davi. One is the Null FM one. Breakfast.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. I'm the biggest null
this
simp.
one's
Everybody knows
clean.
this.
Yeah, let me
I watched this
just.
last night. It's nice.
I
Is
bet.
it? Yeah, I mean, I'm literally the biggest null simp. Everybody knows this.
Let me say, like, just to start off, like, Null FM is, like, honestly one of the best people in the community. Like, Eustace, Null, Play. A lot of people hold Skybrows as kind of like a standard and a paradigm, but a lot of people in the community, Subsect, are better than Skybrows, in my opinion. Null is one of them. Holy
I
Ball
think
is
Holy
one of
Ball-
them, too.
I think Holy Ball surpassed him like months ago. But Null is like, I always thought Null was like actually the best creator in the space.
No, dude,
And
he
doesn't
came out
even-
the gate
and
strong.
This guy doesn't even have 1,000 subs. It's
No,
actually fucking
it is.
criminal.
It is. It's really criminal. Like, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, bro, it's actually criminal that he has like no subs. Same thing with Astronaut. No, Astronaut's not even 1,000 either, is he?
I think he is.
I mean, he should get it now because he's tagged with Skybrows, so that'll probably pop that video off for him.
Let me slam this link into the Discord as well, so you guys can all individually tweet it out. And go ahead and just rep Null really hard.
Yeah, I don't even care if Null hates me. I still think he's the best creator in this in the community.
Like Ocno and Holy Ball have straight up snubbed me for no reason. Like I've never been ill to any of those fucking people, and they've been very rude to me. But
Octo's turned into the biggest puss boy little rat I've ever seen in my life.
But they do good work. So. They do good work, and you can't deny that no matter how they behave. It's like Hitler, for example. He did bad things, but man, his paintings are good.
Yeah, true.
I like these visuals already, man. They're really clean and vibrant.
Yeah, he always does that shit.
Slimes, fucking great. Love it.
It was a really cool camera shot, how it panned up into the background.
It's not even just the visuals. That Noel's like an audio genius too.
Mm-hmm. His songs are really good. One thing I love that he does, though, is that he just doesn't even bother with the cameos. Like, I don't think he ever has.
Doesn't need to. He's got talent.
Look at that shit. Like, I doubt anybody could ever, like, pull off that animation besides him with the fucking foot in the boot. It's crazy.
Is this his Lyra Chronicles?
It looks like it.
It might
this
be.
Is his Lyra Chronicles. Yeah, this is his Lyra Chronicles.
This must be his submission if that is. I like it. I like it.
You almost can't tell this is AI.
Yeah, this is really fucking good.
Yeah, it's clean as fuck.
Really pretty.
Guys, get some video model. What did he use?
Vdo and C-Dance.
Yeah, this is a lot of VD. This looks fucking sick.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's some of the shots are a little goofy, but I can tell it's VD. Some parallax, let's go. Okay.
Dude, this is so sick. Holy fuck.
That's really
Damn, and like the little sweat beads too.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Damn, that was fucking banger, dude. Holy shit.
Honestly, yeah,
very well
like
done.
top tier animation.
You almost can't tell that's AI.
Almost.
You literally, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, that was very good. If you aren't already, if you're watching right now, go ahead and follow the link. That's
does this
NightowlVt.
motherfucker not have 1,000 subs, bro?
Yeah, he needs more subs. He definitely needs more subs. With that video, that man has definitely dethroned Skybrows. He is the top tier
relax,
best.
man.
No, fuck
Relax,
that. Fuck that, and fuck you.
Relax.
Like yeah, I would pay to see an animation battle between him and Holy Ball. One is Astra's Grip. This is another Lyrian Chronicles entry.
Who did this?
It is the X Count.
Oh, X Count. Okay.
It's your favorite guy.
I like X Count.
Yeah, he's cool.
He just doesn't like me.
All these must have been submitted today or last night. Today's the last day.
Yeah, I'm waiting for fucking Kreestar. He needs to hurry up.
Well, it's already over. It's the third, right?
Today is the last day.
Oh.
Hopefully he gets it in.
Yeah, he made a fucking movie.
It would be a total shame for Kreestar to like make a 30-minute episodic film and then just like
It's 18.
not whatever, same thing. It's all anime is 18 minutes with commercial breaks.
Okay, bro. Anyway, play the fucking
I'm gonna
video.
ban you. I'm gonna ban you from my server.
True, you can. It's your server. It's true.
My biggest gripes of AI animation who do the glitch effect a bunch, switch and scenes. Oh, yeah. Honestly, that makes sense. All the glitch effects and like weird transitions are really just there to hide imperfections with the AI generated scenes.
Yeah, but quick cuts are everybody does. Even animes do that, brother. Like
I know.
They animate things in segments. Like what? Everything has transitions. Like I don't know how you watch Null's video and you go, man, I hate these transitions.
No,
he did transitions better than I think I've ever seen anybody do.
I was reading a comment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just people say stupid shit.
Yeah, he did good. He did. That's essentially what was being said, is that like Null was doing good because he didn't use a lot of those like masking effects.
Yeah, but you have to. That was a cool transition.
While something in me changed, the gold was waiting in the ear, radiated snow. They spoke of higher.
They're very ReZero vibes.
This is the cult that plagues the story of the Lyrian Chronicles.
Yeah, I wonder where they got that idea.
The lineup, we got Bunny Bitch, Morning Glory, Milking Farm. I didn't see the other ones. I know there was like a bird chick.
My journal pages twist, the letters start to bleed. Fiends wear my reflection in the dreams I cannot leave. Mutations crawl like infects just beneath the scar. I feel the chaos blooming, it knows me from afar. One last entry before the pen slips from my grip. The researcher is fading.
You'll have to excuse Feeble Davy. He's kind of an asshole.
I am an asshole. Especially if you're a woman, I'm gonna be double down. Is that a woman?
Yes, Pena is the woman.
I'm pretty sure this is one of the VTards. I could be wrong.
Don't make me chain you to my dishwasher.
Dude, here's the issue with assholes, though. As much as people don't like them, you still need one. Otherwise, the shit's just gonna back up until it bursts.
True.
My man.
Damn, what are we, transmitting HIV to each other?
That's not a crime in California anymore.
I hate this state.
I'm listening.
This one's got a lot of the standard AI jank to it, but it's not bad.
No,
Birthright
it was
citizenship.
pretty. Okay, it was pretty good. The ending was definitely rushed. He definitely probably ran out of time or ideas. Like the last 30 seconds were kind of bad. Everything else to that was really good. People sleep on X count, but he's actually really good at genning.
Yeah, that's what he was saying on stream last night. I watched it for a little bit, and he was pretty much talking about it and saying how he ran out of time in gens toward the end.
Yeah, the ending looks really bad. But everything else up until the last 30 seconds was really solid for a character or storyline thing. Just basically somebody who's just watching things from the sidelines and then gets caught up in it and then becomes kind of infested.
Yeah,
so it's cool.
I like that a lot of our community is kind of showing out in force for this Lyrian Chronicles thing.
Some of the transitions were really good too. The transition to into her eye with seeing the shit going on from her eye POV was cool. He's got to learn how to upscale though. A lot of the community needs to learn how to fucking upscale. Like pay the money, bro. If you're gonna submit something to a big contest, pay the money and upscale it in Topaz for Christ's sakes. Jesus Christ. Or get a freeware version. So a lot of people just still don't understand upscaling, and they just release 480p video, and it's come on, man, that would look so good if he upscaled it.
I'd say that was the winning ticket in Null's video is the fact that it was just so fucking crisp and high quality.
Yeah, so one aspect that these idiots don't understand, because nobody knows what they're doing over there, and nobody teaches anything. But the reason why you upscale, especially GPT stuff, is not only just because it looks better and it's high resolution, but the upscaling is AI itself, and it will go in and do corrections, right? So I correct a lot of DJ's GPT images through my upscaler because it smooths out the edges and gets rid of the pointillism and shit. So you can make GPT stuff look good in gens if you actually just upscale Topaz or something afterwards.
GPT just be looking like Garbo. Looks like a bunch of paint splotches.
Nah, that's just something they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You can make good stuff in GPT. It's just they're lazy and they don't actually bother to prompt it.
Oh no, I know it's possible. It's just nobody does it.
And then it does gen well
into the prompt. Otherwise, it does that GPT-ness.
Yeah, but it does gen well. Regardless, C-Dance loves GPT stuff. He eats it up for genning work. It's like a style that transfers into video pretty well. It doesn't really have too much artistic flavor to it, but it'll gen consistently.
I do notice that a lot of people use GPT for the base frame for a video generation, and the video gen from that frame will look really good. But GPT itself, especially when people don't clean it up, is just fugly to me. It's hard to look at. It hurts my eyes.
Yeah, I was talking to some people. They're like, I like the grittiness, and I was like, you're what? And I'm like, I don't know. I removed all the grit from the image, and they got mad at me. They're like, no, I liked it like that. I was like, you liked it all bubbly and fucking over sharpened? That's crazy. But it makes sense because I said it before. The reason why they're all so normalized to GPT-ness is because most people don't understand that a lot of people have no actual artistic vision at all. So this is why you see it in games, right? If you use reshade in games, some of the most popular reshades for your game are the ones that literally turn it into GPT. It over sharpens everything. It's extra vibrant colors that all the color banding gets washed together, and most people like that shit because they just how their eyes work, I guess.
I don't know, man. I think people kind of huff their own supply a little bit. They're really damn, I made that, it's good, and won't take any type of criticism.
Hey, when you're new, I it's fine, I get it. But when you've been doing this for 6 months and you're still genning over sharpened pointillism garbage out of GPT, I gotta start questioning what is your goal here?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just kind of need to sit back and learn. I know some people's magnum opus is literally bread porn, so I don't want to. I don't want to hear it from a lot of these motherfuckers.
Okay, I guess we're just throwing shade today.
Yeah, always, constantly, all the time. Anyway, so this is Crowder's take on the birthright citizenship ruling.
Are you sure you want me here? Because
no, literally, I'm about to be racist as shit too. I don't think any of these niggers should be awarded citizenship for just being around, you know. What?
You guys want to bring it up? This is Trump versus Barbara. The decision is they struck down President Trump's executive order, claiming that it violated the 14th Amendment. If this sat before the Supreme Court, couldn't get done, Congress could do it.
But before we start off, people, are you like familiar with the term birth tourism? You know how many like expecting Chinese mothers just like come for like a beach visit just to like give birth to their babies and get birthright citizenship and then just fuck off and reap the rewards of being American?
So that happened. If you know like the Fresh and Fit guys, that happened to one of them. Like he had some like hot Chinese chick he was banging, and like or she might have been South African. That's when everybody was like clowning on him for like trying to get her to have an abortion and shit. Or whatever the fuck. I mean, it was just like petty drama, but like I remember that was happening, and the whole point was like that's what she was doing. Is she's like a model in like another country, and she was trying to hook up with him to get pregnant so she could actually like stay in the country, right? Because she ended up having to leave the country, right? So it happens all the time. You have like hot women from outside the states try to like come in here and like get buddy with like influencers and shit to like get them so they get knocked up and then they can have birthright citizenship. I mean, even the fucking people I live next to. Like he literally bragged to me that like he has like 3 wives and he took the youngest one because she was pregnant and he brought her here specifically so they could anchor each other here.
What the fuck?
That's what they did. Yeah, they live next to me.
What are they, like Muslim?
No, they're Haitian. He's told me directly.
3 wives? What the fuck?
Yeah, he's got 2 more like back home with like other children. But he brought her here specifically so he could anchor here.
Damn, of course he abandoned 2 wives and a bunch of children.
Well, that's what they do, yeah.
Now let's look at those folks. Who has an R next to their name and isn't going to get it done? Those are the people who need to be targeted politically, figuratively, voted out. Time for SCOTUS Watch.
Wow, it's almost like it's important to like,
so,
clean out your own
we have
side
a
before
scorecard
you
right
get shit
here,
done.
and as always, we make the
that's Trump's biggest issue is like he keeps hiring all these fucking like fence-sitter fucking retards and women.
And women.
Scorecard. It says PB and J, Nanny Boo Boo, Hey Jude, Blink 182. I don't even. Something about colonization.
It was that Polish guy.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, I went to the wrong page. Birthright citizenship. You guys want to bring it up? This is Trump versus Barbara. The decision is they struck down President Trump's executive order, claiming that it violated the 14th Amendment. It was a 6-3 decision, dissenting Alito, Gorsuch, Thomas. Gotta love Thomas. He's the most reliable,
unabashed conservative.
And they were saying in the
my
decision
second
that,
favorite black man.
Sorry, a constitutional amendment might be required.
We just need to clone Thomas
to change
and have
this
a Supreme
definition of
Court that's
birthright
just him
citizenship.
over and over again.
Giving you a bit of a history here. This is one of those things where
I think that would just be like
there are some
based.
judges here who know
that
that they may be incorrect, but this is
if we have like a whole Supreme Court full of Clarence Thomases, like I think we'll just end up being like fucking 1930s Germany.
The Dobbs decision, because abortion was just
That's
one
not a bad
thing they would
thing.
not touch. This is one because they understand that if they recognize
And for everybody else,
as
it's
it was
based.
originally intended, that unravels a whole lot, and the Democrat machine would invariably become violent. That's just my opinion.
But we definitely need to get rid of Ketanji Brown Jackson and fucking Amy Coney Barrett. Both of them motherfuckers just need the.
Actually, I actually think Amy's more of an opt-in. The other one.
Or temporarily.
What do you mean?
Jackson's actually sided with a couple things you wouldn't expect her to.
Immediately.
Yeah, they can't even get
Amy is always an
get the SAVE Act.
No, I understand, but they should do so immediately, and we should make them.
Yep. This is one.
We should absolutely make them.
And this is where it's important. When you say, hey, feckless Republicans, I get it.
Can you pause? Like, so the fact that you have Gerald saying, oh, we should just make them do stuff, like that shows you how far gone the American political like there's nobody has any faith in modern American politics at all anymore. Like the system is just gone. Nobody has faith in it. When you even have when you have all these like wholesome Christian and fence sitters now even going like, you know what, fuck this shit, just force it through. We want authoritarianism. And people should be kind of scared about that, to be honest with you, because like, I don't think authoritarianism is necessarily bad. It just, you really need to pick the correct guy, right? And this is, I mean, because technically, I'm a monarchist anyway, because I believe in the government that the God very clearly lined out to be the correct one. But like, he also very strictly said, was very specific on like, make sure you put the right person there, because you're gonna have bad times if you don't. So it's like it's all about then picking the right person to be the authoritarian dictator, right? But it's funny when it's like even normal people are just like at this point they're just like, you know what, maybe we do need a painter. Like I'm for it because like what's happening now just doesn't work. You can't fix it.
No.
Anyway, go ahead.
The whole system is just
who it was
broke.
I was watching that said it, but they were saying that benevolent monarchy is the best system.
I mean, it's what God literally handed to the Jews for Israel. Yes.
I get it. This is a case. It's Trump v.
Yes.
Right. This is you don't see that Trump v. Barbara. This is a case involving President Trump. Executive order. He's done everything that he can, by the way, through executive order, including H-1Bs, $100,000 fee, cut down on new ones, 87%, sealing up the border. He can't do all of it. So recognize those who are stonewalling, the Republicans who are useless, versus the man who's cited in this case. Instead, people go, oh, Trump, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris, whoever's next, because I didn't get all of it done. This sat before the Supreme Court. Couldn't get done.
You're
Congress
still
couldn't do
saying
it.
that shit.
Now let's
You know
look at
that's
those
not what he
folks.
meant.
Who has an R next to their name and isn't going to get it done? Those are the people who need to be targeted politically, figuratively, voted out. Thomas, his reasoning here is that illegals are not legal domiciliaries in the United States. He wrote, both the Civil Rights Act and the Citizenship Clause guaranteed citizenship to persons born and domiciled in the United States, regardless of their race. Neither guaranteed citizenship to persons who were not domiciled in the United States. Well, yeah, that's actually really unlike Jackson. Was it Jackson Brown? This is really simple for anyone to understand. You may not agree with him. His argument can be understood by everyone. And remember, the drafters of the 14th Amendment, they never meant to give citizenship to everyone technically born on U.S. soil. 1866, Senator Jacob Howard, a drafter of the 14th Amendment, said,
Yeah, it was mostly to
jurisdiction
fuck
as here
over
employed
the
ought
southern
to
states.
be construed as applies to every citizen of the United States now.
Given
Gentlemen
slaves
cannot contend that an
citizenship,
Indian
that's what it
belonging to a
was.
tribe, although born within the limits of a state, is subject to this full and complete
Yeah,
jurisdiction.
they
Meaning
didn't
just
even
because
want the
you're born in the
Indians
United
yet.
States technically
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
make you an
It
American.
was all just to basically
And really what they're
bar
trying to address
southern
here is something that is
politicians
so
from taking
easy
office again.
for everybody to go, well, yeah, of course that wouldn't make that person a citizen. Somebody who's here on a visa.
It was a
or
punishment
even
thing from
worse,
the
somebody
Civil
who's
War.
here illegally. Right. Bring up the article that they're talking about. There's like over 1,000 companies in China, according to this article, that are set up for birth tourism.
Yep.
And the number that they put down here, and they're not even saying like just U.S. mainland. There are
Damn
other places
crazy. I was
obviously
just
people can
talking
go.
about
They
that.
said make that a little bit bigger if you can, that highlighted
They
part.
figured just if we
China's
can't
watchers
beat 'em, we'll
estimate
just
about 1,000
outbreed 'em.
programs birth, right? They claim a gobsmacking 1.5 million.
That's what they're all
American
doing, bro. Like the Chinese, the Muslims, they're all fucking doing that. They're over here and they're breeding on our dime.
Yep, they breed on our dime. They send their people over here to outbreed us, and while they outbreed us, they convince white people that they're evil and racist and they're terrible for existing, and then they shove feminism and gay shit in our throat so we don't breed.
We're being conquered without a single round being fired.
Yep, it's crazy.
And unironically, the only way to fight back is to start firing rounds.
It's gonna. That's unfortunately where this all leads. Yes, it eventually leads to actual warfare. Yeah, that's the only option. If you push one people group into a corner for too long,
gratuitous amounts of violence.
yeah, if you pushed one people group into a corner for too long, like the inevitable outcome is always going to be violence. They have no choice.
Babies are being raised in China by Chinese parents who've participated in birth tourism. Does that sound like something that, let's forget what the framers, we'll come back to them in a second, but I'm pretty sure they'd agree with me. Does that sound like something any country would ever want to have or allow?
Of course not.
Of course not. Does it sound like that was the intent of the frame? No, of course not. Does it sound like that guy who was one of the people who said this is the amendment and wrote it had that in mind? Of course not.
Of course not.
Why are we even talking about it then?
Yeah.
It does not make any sense. Congress needs to act immediately on this.
What does overpaying on your taxes feel like?
Brother doesn't even have YouTube Premium, bro. We're sitting here watching an ad, bro. This is wild.
It's a Crowder ad. I can skip this. I just don't feel like it.
Say.com/Crowder for immediate relief and expert guidance.
Trump has done about everything that he can without them, most things that he could do within his purview. Time for them to do something. My problem is with the Thunes of the world. My problem is with the Grahams of the world. My problem is with the Murkowskis of the world. My problem is not with Donald Trump or this administration, even though they are imperfect and sometimes I'm disappointed. They are trying, and they have been doing more than any president in my lifetime. I'm never going to forget that. People saying it's all the same, you're an idiot. People saying, oh, if you say that, you're a shill. Really? For who? Ever see President Trump on this show? Name me one president who's done more on immigration. Name me one president who's even come close. Ever. In modern American history. Name me one president who's pushed back against the LGBTQ gender-bending BS. And this is a guy, by the way, who was pro-gay marriage.
Abraham Lincoln.
But he's the one who had to say, there are two genders. Name me anyone else who's pushed back on the cultural rot that is the left. Even close.
Yeah.
I get it. Is he a conservative? Maybe he's not at heart. Is he a Christian? Probably not. Didn't seem to be up until the moment he ran for office. Name me one president who has pushed back the way that this president has. As imperfect as he may be.
Yeah. And any Republican right now who does not put a bill forward or does not co-sign on a bill to correct this, but fundraises on this, absolutely gone. I don't want anybody. I don't want a Republican fundraising on this that has the ability to do something about it and refuses to do that, because it's just a grift at that point. They're just raising money on something that outrages you while they could probably do something about it and refuse to.
Research is just chiming in as well. The whole birth tourism thing that the Chinese are doing, it's taking place in Saipan, just northeast of Guam, and they say it's a U.S. territory, and the Chinese can literally travel there visa-free.
Oh, wow.
So.
Wow, so there are multiple ways to exploit our system.
Exclude the territories? Is there? So, I mean, there's got to be a lot that we can do about this to affect this, and I hope President Trump is ready to start doing that, because his base wants it. We absolutely want this, and I could give a damn what the Democrats want by now. They're the DSA stuff that's just gonna sweep right through the nation if we don't start taking stands.
Yep,
this is one of them.
Supreme Court on April 1st during the argument in this case asked any American what our citizenship rule is, and they will tell you if you're born here, you're a citizen, just like everyone else. And that
now do man and woman
fundamental to who we are as a nation. It's
Why?
something that the president tried to attack. In
who we are as a nation is...
It's always people like this.
Touchdown. That's what we are. That's what we are as a nation. Who we are is anyone born in the geographic borders, even if intentionally fraudulent, is part of the country. That's who we are as a nation. You don't want to get into the conversation as to who we are as a nation.
Have fun,
what
Davey.
does it mean to be American? The left will never answer that question, let alone the ACLU. They have to make sure that women get that there's some burqas that need to be on some driver's licenses.
The problem is this part that she doesn't say. You know, she says, "You ask any American, what does it mean to be born in the United States?" Oh, it means you're American. Yeah. That's what I would say too. But then you leave the quiet part out, the part where it's, oh, well, there's territories that the U.S. owns that you don't need a visa to go to, and it still makes you a U.S. citizen.
Right. Yeah.
Now what do you think?
Or you've
well,
broken
I don't
the
know
law.
if that. Well, I don't know if that should be the rule.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Let's hear her make the case aside from the appeal to popularity fallacy.
That's what we should do. We should just round everybody up and deport them to like the Dominican Republic or some shit, or like Cuba.
Why?
I don't know. They're U.S. territories, but not mainland.
I would love mass deportations. Unfortunately, we're too busy fighting towel heads in the Middle East to have nothing to do with us. So.
Yeah, fighting other people's wars on our dime is kind of gay.
It'd be really nice to be mass deporting these people out of my country right now. Yeah, it would be.
Oh, no, it'd be super easy to just activate the National Guard in each state, start rounding people up, put them on a cargo ship, and fucking sail them away.
It's almost like that's what they were doing, and then they bitched out because 2 retards got shot. Who cares? Casualties and the greater benefit of the world.
I mean, honestly, all you have to do is start having the news call them retards on a daily basis, and eventually people will believe it because that's how the news works.
Instead, we marched a couple dumbass women out there, and they lied in front of everybody and made themselves look stupid instead of just being honest. That you had to lie about shit.
Woman moment.
That was the problem. They had women moments. They couldn't control their genetics. That made them
Imagine
lie
women
all the
lying.
time.
You know.
Imagine women lying. It's like.
It's like this is like the biggest problem in politics is women. Women just aren't built to think right and do the right thing. Even if they fuck up, they'll just do the woman thing and try to lie their way out of it or cover it up.
He says he's going after immigrants, but in fact, what he's doing affects all of us in this country. And so the response I would give to President Trump and to those who sided with him is that the wisdom of the framers of the 14th Amendment and the Reconstruction
just read you the quote.
Shut up. You're an anchor, baby.
Of African Americans who fought for
Shut
citizenship
up, you're an
for
anchor,
all,
baby.
not
Damn.
just for themselves,
No.
is triumphing
Native
today.
Americans.
And no amount of spin, no amount of propaganda that tries to divide Americans, that tries to scapegoat immigrant communities who are contributing to our country and to U.S.
150 to 450 billion dollars a year is what they cost the taxpayer, and that's the low end, sweetheart. See, it's lie on top of lie. They contribute. They're false. They're more law-abiding than the average native-born citizen. False. They're coming here and becoming American. False. They're fleeing persecution. They're refugees. False. None of these premises are true.
Unbelievable.
So you have to ask why. Votes.
There's a lack of critical thinking going on here too, and it's on purpose, right? Obviously, but so many people out there would just buy this and be like, "Yeah, why would you be so heartless as to say that somebody born here is not an American citizen?" Well, tell me why that needs to be the rule.
Yeah,
they'll never be able to do that. They'll never be able to go through that process and tell you why that needs to be the rule, and that's what makes us Americans.
Right. And the thing is with the left, everything is theoretical and everything is, shouldn't it? Well, we already have the hard data. We already have the results from people who take this approach. Europe. Oh, you're still here? And you're still watching this on YouTube? You've probably noticed something is missing by now. I'm not here. That's because the live daily show is now streaming exclusively on Rumble weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. Tune in there. Where
Come on, man.
Retards have climbed the top of the Empire State Building and are flying a flag in order to tell the world a message and also make some memes. This is, sadly, a meme. The most cliche and pointless message you will ever read. That's right. Here we go. Two people have climbed the top of the Empire State Building in New York, holding a banner, a skyscraper's antenna.
Yeah, God forbid they get a job.
In case you're wondering if this is some type of metaphor for the communist takeover.
Communists get jobs? Crazy.
And the empire itself.
No, they
You're
don't.
right. This is what this is. When the power of love.
It's just a Floyd and Hermoid
the
living
love
their
of
lives,
power,
bro.
the world knows peace. That's what will happen because two dirty Marxists are up on top of the Empire State Building. There you go. As of now, it's unclear if they're reached the top of the building because there's a lot of security between the top of the Empire State Building.
Pro said two dirty Marxists.
King Kong, actually. I think it was a documentary I watched once, the movie theater. Their dirty communist flag, some type of scaling tool, I guess. Man and a woman.
I'm home.
And
nobody asked.
Quite the shot.
I'm ready to give you Moid
when the power
commentary.
of love.
Jeez.
Power of the world.
Well, your stream just got way worse.
Well, it took you a lot of power to climb up to the top of the Empire State Building. What power are you talking about here exactly? Two protesters climbed the top of the. How did they even get up there? First responders are going to have to drag these degenerates off the spire.
However, it may I know how they got up there. They slept in the Empire State Building.
Two people are dressed in all black, and they are
They're
wearing
communists.
masks.
They're communists.
They appear to be a man and woman duo, but that's hard to tell from the ground. So with our drone or helicopter here, we can see them better. We've reached out to the New York Police Department to see
She
what's
posted
happening
a
on the
picture
ground.
of like the
So,
ring.
I mean,
What is
This
it?
must be like
Exactly.
a really slow news week if this is news.
two
Like, I
people,
don't even realize it.
Oh, okay.
Like, why
So
is
now
this
we
even
have,
being
like, the
covered?
full
Like,
picture.
who cares?
Should
Oh,
be
what is this? Oh, they
celebrating
got
our birthday.
engaged. She wearing a Batman cowl.
Well, that's exactly
Oh,
it.
no.
They got to put this big nothing burger on
she wearing,
to not
like, a
cover
Catwoman
the United States
cowl?
250 years.
White
Well,
women
if
destroying
I mean,
everything.
it's
Liberal
that, and my thing is like my issue with like the right-leaning
Liberal
media
white
is that
women
like they
destroying
perpetuate their own issues.
So I guess
Yes.
they get
So it's
married
like
now?
why even waste your time covering this?
So they
It's so
fly a
petty. Like, who
communist
cares?
flag. Are they even going to be prosecuted in Zorhan?
Them damn
Mudali's New York?
commies.
I don't think so.
So
It's kind of like that was my whole reasoning of putting this video on my playlist. Is I was just gonna question why the fuck it was even being covered. Like I get it.
Why are you wasting the time on this?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like what's the fucking point? Like yeah, like big whoop, some dumb commies like climbed the Empire State Building. Like why is this relevant? There's
buildings all the time.
There's other important things you could be covering, and you chose to waste your time on this.
Well, this is my gripe with like a lot of the right wing media is I think it's all a LARP anyway because it's like they're
all owned by the same corporation.
They blow. It's the same thing that used to happen with like a lot of like Twitch drama on Twitter where it's like people would take one like I mean who does this? Like Rev does this shit too. Rev will go and find like a one commenter who has like 10 views on his post and then they'll blow it up and be like I can't believe people are saying it's one guy. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like they literally like perpetuate their own like basically like fucking they blow things up like out of proportions. Like they blow up like minor things like bigger than they are. It's like all of our drama. Like I said before earlier, like all of our drama is like super niche. Even the biggest person in our group is completely irrelevant, bro. I mean, it barely gets 1,000 views on a tweet, right? So it's like completely irrelevant, nonsensical. But to us, it's big because we're all in it. But to everybody else, it's literally nothing. It's like less than 0.1% of the actual Twitter conversations happening. It's completely irrelevant. So it's just like that's why nobody big wants to even bother to touch our drama, right? Like that's why they all laughed at it because it's like, why would I waste my time, right? So when I see shit like this, it's like, brother, you're one of the biggest right-leaning like people, like media personalities on the planet. Why is this what you're talking about right now? Like, who cares? Like, what their messaging wasn't even that bad. It wasn't like America's deserves to die. It was just like
it was just love wins.
Power. Yeah, it's like it's not even it's not even a bad message. You're just like mad because they're brown.
It's true. Yeah. It's true.
Oh, I thought people thought it was like a gay thing, and I thought it was just like, oh yeah.
No, how is it a gay thing? I mean, that's a man and a woman. No, they're getting engaged.
Yeah, it is a good. Yeah.
I don't even think it's really that. I don't even think it's really that bad unless there's more to it. But like, why would you even waste your time covering this?
That's what I thought people were.
Yeah, all the auto mod shit is bad on YouTube and Kick. Sorry about that.
Yeah, auto mod.
Makes your Kick auto mod, bro. You could turn it off. I did it for my stream.
Thought I had it off.
I don't know. Keep going. I don't know what the point of this is.
Well, that was like what I was gonna drill at is that it was like fucking pointless. Like you know, like Davy said in the chat, dude. Like you know, there's people being murdered by illegals every fucking day. There's rapes and fucking assaults every fucking day that he could be covering.
Yeah, did any of these big guys ever cover any of the rape stuff? No, they didn't, did they?
No, they. I think Benny did like touch on it like one video, but that's the thing though is like all of these people could be harping on that, and they're not.
Yes.
It's almost as if they're told not to.
Yeah, it's like, oh wow, two leftists are getting married. I'm actually happy for that. Thank God the left is actually like fucking having marriages and shit. Like maybe they're even gonna have children. Wouldn't that be amazing? Holy shit, maybe we can fix our birth rate. You should be happy. It's like, oh look, there's two people love each other, they're getting married. I don't even think the messaging was like political in any way. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. Unless there's more to it, and I don't know, but I didn't look into because it just seems so petty.
I didn't even look into it either because it's like fucking it's dumb. Like it's surface level. Like there's people that put a flag on top of the Empire State Building. Like holy shit.
For her, and they get engaged. Wow. Anyone can do it.
She looks like she has a Batman hat.
No, imagine taking your life. I mean, they'll spend some significant time in prison for this, no doubt. Imagine taking.
I don't know if it's Batman or supposed to be Catwoman, but it's definitely a mask.
For what exactly? For an ideology that killed 100 million people in this century?
If it's a proposal, it's an elaborate one, and I hope she said yes. But it is undoubtedly going to end in their arrest.
Aaron?
Imagine doing all that and just being told no.
It's like a Romeo and Juliet story, right? Like you get, you know,
I saw girls tweeting about it being like, guys,
they're both going to jail.
This is the new bare minimum for a proposal. No, it's not.
I
don't want to go to jail.
Yeah,
Rumble's alright. It's just a really hard platform to use.
The new bare minimum to fucking even get a proposal as a woman is to like do the fucking dishes and not complain about it for 2 weeks.
What happens next exactly?
But as a man, you need to have like a foot-long cock, make $2 million a year, and have a Ferrari and a house already.
And you gotta choke her out, but like lovingly.
Angle right here. This is
because they always love to be. By the way, did they climb down? So they climbed all the way down by themselves, right? They didn't have to get rescued.
Yeah.
No, halfway on their way down, the police got
fear
them.
of heights.
I know, but they were coming down on their own, so this didn't even put like firefighters in danger. It's not like they went up there without being able. So it's just like
professional climbers, right?
Who cares?
You're wondering whether New York City is prepared.
Like, I would understand if like they went up there with no plan to get down, and like now firefighters had to risk their lives and spend tax money to go get them, but they literally just came down on their own.
It just reminds me of the people who would like walk between buildings or
two
like
people are now in custody.
But like it's like it's like weird behavior from these fucking like LARPing right-leaning people where it's just like, I'm so glad they're going to prison. Like I don't even think they should go to prison. Like why am I gonna pay taxpayer money for these two idiots to go to prison now? Like slap them on the wrist, give them a fine, and let them go live their fucking lives, man. Like we got better fish to fry than now. I'm gonna spend taxpayer money to have two people go to prison for putting up like a mid-ass sign that doesn't matter, and they got married together. Like who cares?
Here we go.
It's so stupid.
Angela Nightowl post photos.
Yeah, it's like it's so stupid, man. Like I just don't get it.
Tell me the harm to society that they did.
Wait a second, you were posting the whole time?
I think it's just that they put whoever owns the Empire State Building in trouble if they get hurt.
Wearing Yeezys?
Well, I know, but people do this shit all the time. It's like one of those things where it's like,
I guess it's not AI.
They harp and make fun of people who break the rules and the law, but then they're always like encouraging people to break the rules. It's just weird behavior. I just don't understand it. Like, what is the obsession with this?
Nightowl and Ivan.
Oh, they made a documentary.
So.
Are they like a couple of fucking immigrants or something?
Yeah, they do this all the time. There's a lot of people who do shit like this. They climb things. Like I watch videos of guys doing this. There's people who died doing it. So like this is what they do. Yeah, there's they climbing shit. Like I don't understand. Who cares?
Well, that's interesting.
Like this is like super petty.
So,
like he's being petty as fuck right now.
But
they're athletic
aren't you
and in
gonna go to
shape.
jail for a long time? Wouldn't you
Her shoes are
presumably
too
you go to
big.
prison for like I don't know.
I don't know, man, because life's not always about like being as safe as possible. Sometimes, I don't know, like
slogan.
Two people wanted to, dude, it's always the usual suspects, like fucking
for what these two could be
crying about shit like this, like, oh man, just live a super mundane, boring life. But then they're always like telling you to get out there, be a go-getter. But then they're like, oh yeah, but don't do that. It didn't affect anybody at all what they did. So it's like I don't get it.
Wrong.
I think like really crazy expressions of love like this are kind of like something missing from the world. People don't really put a lot of effort into their love lives. It's boring.
And the thing is like they're all proving their point when it's like, well, like we're just out here expressing our love in our own way. We're not bothering anybody, and then like you're getting upset about it, and you're punishing us with legality, and you're like you want us to suffer in prison. I don't want these guys to go to prison. I don't want to pay for that shit. What the fuck I want to pay for this for? Give them a fucking misdemeanor and fine them if you want to, because it is kind of stupid, and you could have put your own life in danger and then endangered other people. I get that. So you fine them. And you slap them on the wrist, you give them a misdemeanor, and then you move on with your life. Like, why the fuck would you have to go to jail for? Like, they're not going to. I think a judge would just dismiss that because it's stupid. But this is all just like a bunch of nothing. People do this shit all the time. It happens all the time. People are always climbing the state building. They're always climbing skyscrapers. They do it all the time overseas. There's videos. There's people who. This is like a whole genre of videos people do. I don't understand the point of this. If they got up there in a flag and it said "fuck Donald Trump" or "fuck America," I'd be like, okay, these guys are retarded, bro. But it's not even political.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it was literally just a basic ass message that most people agree with. So
yeah, this just seems like obfuscation to avoid covering, hard to cover topics like Iran or the terrible fucking Republican congressman that never vote on anything. Or calling out fucking AIPAC or calling out any of this shit. Why do that when I can just talk about like two fucking probably leftists, probably communists? Who knows? Nobody does he have any proof that they are?
See, that's why our side will never gain any real traction, is because we have issues like this and none of us hold each other to the fire. We have these blinders on, like, oh, they're on the same side. Like, we can't really we can't critique them or get onto them about the shit that they do, and it hurts us because nobody does what they're supposed to do because nobody holds each other to the fire.
If your only unifying factor in your coalition is that you both hate gay people, it's not going to really last very long. What happens when the gay people are gone? Then what? Then you just repeat the process all over again, and now you're fighting with 6 different factions that all had different values to begin with. Right.
Yeah.
So this is why it's important you coalition with people who share your values, your actual values, and they actually live those values. And then you congregate power together and you do things, right? So, like, yeah, is that going to make it harder to get things done? But yeah, but it's like, it's better than a fake alliance that's just going to collapse like halfway through and not get anything done anyway and make things worse. So,
and it's better than being at fucking constant war for fucking hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, what are you going to do?
There's always going to be war. There's too much money in it.
Yeah, because this is like the same beef I had with Leaflet, where she was upset that I criticized her, even though it's like, well, I'm not trying to cancel you, but like, you did deserve some criticism in like your actions, and that's what I was criticizing, because like, you gave your ops ammunition, and like, you do hurt the validity of things you're trying to say when you give your ops ammunition, right? So. But it was like, oh, well, I just don't want to hurt our side. And I'm like, well, I guarantee you, me and you are not on the same side, because like, I know you're like super pro porn and all kinds of shit, and I'm not. So,
but that's the thing, is like, there's a difference between hurting your side and calling out wrongdoing, right? Like that's what kind of irks me about all the stupid shit going on, is like you don't want to hurt your side, but you have people that are literally leftists LARPing in your side. Right? Like, you have all these people pretending to be a part of your side for the clout and the grift, and you won't call that out. It's dumb. Like, your side is going to go nowhere because your side is being attacked from within by people with ill intent, and you're afraid to call them out because you don't want to look like you're hurting your side.
The actual like right-leaning people, like right side of politics, is always being subverted by leftists and centrists. That's why I fucking can't stand centrists. They're actually like the biggest fucking ops in the world, because they play both sides and they actually cause problems, because like they try to play this. Bro. They try to play this. Yeah, I will come at you.
Nothing can get done.
Well, yeah, because they want everybody to be happy. It's like, everybody can't be happy. Somebody has to be right and somebody has to be wrong. That's how it works. Unfortunately, whether you like it or not. Like, so like, I think biblical values lead to better life outcomes for everybody, and history proves that correct. The foundation of the world is built on biblical values, and everything we have today is built from Christianity, like in the West anyway. And it worked for thousands of years, and then suddenly for the last 150 years, we decided, you know what, this doesn't work anymore. We're going to change this, and then it's gotten worse, hasn't it? Right. So that's my argument. It's like, I want to do what works, and tradition works. Whether you like it or not, it works. And it's not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. And that's the problem, is people want the easy road. It's easier to just be a degenerate weirdo on the internet and look at porn all day and watch porn and Gen AI porn and just be a fucking loser for your whole life. It's a lot easier to do that than it is to actually. I know you do. It's a lot easier to do that than actually like, have some standard of living for yourself, and to hold yourself to a higher standard, and to have to follow like doctrines and do things that you don't want to do. It's hard to do that. And I'm not perfect either. I have a hard time doing that too. I don't go to church every week. I should. I get yelled at all the time, right? But it's like, the whole point is like, you hold yourself. If everybody collectively as a society holds themselves to a higher standard and lives to a higher standard of like morality and ethics, then that's how you actually have a better society. But you don't have a better society with just complete freedom, right? Complete freedom is actual lunacy. Like, that's insane. Complete freedom is like, it's a pipe dream. You never actually have complete freedom. And then the idea of giving, the thing is like, you never really have real freedom. So the fact that you tell people they do makes them think like, well, I can do whatever I want, so I can go like diddle kids or look at like fucking like, child porn or do all like I can do all this disgusting shit. And it's like, well, I'm not bothering you, bro. So what does it matter? And technically, they're not wrong if they use that argument. It's like, well, yeah, by your own standards, because your standards are so lax of just like, oh, everybody can do whatever they want, and who cares if it doesn't bother anybody. It's like that's how you propagate like little cliques that for like these people will always find each other. Like, I mean, look at our own AI space. Like, look how many little branch communities happened where like all the gooners found each other and now they have their little goon cave. And the weirdos all found each other. They have their little weirdo cave over here. So like they'll always find each other. But if you don't like contain them and shame them and still like, you know, keep watch over them, they will spiral out of control, right? So
yes.
Your message popped up.
There has to be some kind of like living like ethical and moral standard that we all follow and agree to. It can't just be like, oh, do whatever you want as long as it doesn't bother me. Like that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's how you get all these like gay parades where they're just running around showing their dicks to children and shit.
Yeah. You can't have exceptions to the rules, man. That's how you get that. And Muslims marrying 9-year-olds and Somalis raping everybody they can get their hands on.
Yeah, you can't be anti-Muslim and hate on Muslims for what they do and their practices, but at the same time you're okay with gay people running around showing their dicks for a whole month to children in the streets. Like you can't hold these different. You have to actually be consistent, and people are not consistent.
Well, that's the thing is like even look at the left. What picture?
There was this picture on X, and it was like this little. Sorry, I took a blink.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Speaking of
there was a
degenerates,
guy-
It's up when she starts coughing and dying.
There was a guy in full gimp wear, and he was a dog, and like he was on a leash, and it was like up, like fake sniffing this kid at a pride parade, and I was like, no, get that baby away.
I mean, like I've literally seen videos like on X of fat men with their little acorn cocks walking around children swinging their shit in their faces. Like it's literally like borderline sexual assault. And like if anybody did that like in the privacy of their own home and the cops were called, that would be child rape. Like you would be a sex offender for doing that shit. Every single person that pulls up to a pride parade and walks around with their fucking 1-inch Punisher hanging out is a fucking sex offender in my book. And they should all be put to the fucking hammer. They should all have the hammer to the back of their head.
I mean, it's a whole different conversation, but it is always funny that like, and that like ultimately all of that like sexual subversion shit, like gay and lesbians and fucking tranny shit. It's all like basically like a sexual kink. Like at the end of the day, like how they express themselves, they out themselves every time, right? They don't ever express themselves as like, oh, look at us, we're trans, but we're a nice, stable, wholesome family. No,
it's like always fucking BDSM gear in public sex.
It's always like shoving weird shit into each other. It's just always like some kind of weird sexual kink, and they always out themselves as that's what it is, right? I mean, look at the pictures these leftists post, like, oh, this could be us, but you hate trans women. And it's always like some dude like fingering her butthole or something. Like it's always degeneracy. People always out themselves for what they really think. Like,
well, the whole lifestyle is founded and revolving around and wrapping around sexuality. Like, what do you expect?
Yes.
And this was like the big ticket argument, like way back in the day. Like, remember the whole like slippery slope thing where they were like, well, accepting gays will just like be a big boom of degeneracy. You know, like one day we'll be just allowing them to get married, and the next day we'll be parading around in the streets with no pants on, and everybody was like, no, you're crazy. It'll never go that far. And then here we are 15 years later, and there's literally child rape parties in the street.
Well, that was the problem, is they argued slippery slope. I don't like slippery slope arguments. I think they're retarded. Like, you don't know what the future holds. It's stupid to even predict that. But what they should have done is use the HIV statistics in their arguments when they didn't. Because like if you just look, like they could have proved their point, but just like, well, look at the HIV statistics. Like it's out of control. Like the HIV was rampant during like the rise of like the whole gay rights movement. Like AIDS was fucking everywhere. It was like widespread epidemic. And then all these gays were having sex with each other and like being degenerates and like having orgies and getting HIV, and then they were spreading it back home to their wives and shit that they still had. You know what I'm saying? So like they were literally just like, it was out of control and rampant, and they could have used that to like basically prove their point of like, this is all degeneracy. at the end of the day. But instead, they tried to argue slippery slope, which is a terrible argument. So nobody listened to it.
They could have just been like, look at Magic Johnson. Look what this man did. You really want that everywhere you go?
You just got to blend up money and inject it in your veins.
I find the argument that a lot of times those
South
spaces have of like what is it, kink stuff and BDSM stuff is just integral to being gay. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool and all, but that's also should stay in the bedroom, not on the street.
For real?
Yeah, but it doesn't. Because that's what it's all about.
Alright, I'm gonna move on to the next video because I think we've spoken our piece on how fucking pointless this shit is. But that was my point in including this video, by the way. So that's what I was gonna get at, even by myself. I was gonna be like, why the fuck are we paying attention to this? But
well, just wait until the shoe video. That's when everybody's gonna fucking crash out and lose their shit.
I'm not doing shoe.
Not gonna watch it.
Oh, you're not gonna do it? Okay, that's fine.
Like I like Shu, but I just I don't watch her personally. So
I got you.
The next one's gonna be about Joe Biden, by the way. So this is gonna be fun.
Oh God.
He's still alive?
Is he? I thought he was dead like fucking years ago.
Listen, man, I thought honestly, old Joe was pretty base, bro. Did you hear some of the shit he used to say about niggers? Oh, sorry, about black people on the fucking Congress, bro.
I mean, like, fucking way back in the day, like, I remember him going so hard about Clarence Thomas being freaking approved to the Supreme Court. He was like, we don't need no nigger judges. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's on record saying that shit. They're just like, oh, Joe.
He doesn't want his kids living in a fucking jungle gym, like a whatever the fuck.
Racial jungle.
Racial jungle. Yo, man. He used to be pretty based. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would have voted for him back then.
I mean, he was...
Too bad he plagiarized the first time he ran for president. It's crazy.
He was he was in tight with the KKK, man. He eulogized the last Grand Dragon. So
pretty based, bro. Pretty based. All right.
Left. And here's the meme of the day, brought to you by 5mind.com. Well, folks, we've been talking a whole lot of the rise of socialism in the Democrat Party, and what I've been describing really is a hostile takeover. And to make that point, over the last 2 days, you know, we had those Scott Wiener clips, but now we're gifted yet again with another one of these moments, this time punching even higher. You got Joe Biden, the last Democrat president, the guy who these Democrats just couldn't get enough of not so long ago. And well, now I guess Joe Biden's become chopped liver. Now sleepy, creepy, piss pants Joe has become the latest example of what is going on in the Democrat Party. The Democrat old guard.
I like that.
he went from being incredibly based to like talking about how he likes kids sitting on his lap and how all the black kids will come over to the pool and pet his leg hair, and it turns blonde in the sun.
The establishment is slowly being removed, being pushed out of the portrait. Joe Biden just took the stage in Maryland, and well, he just got the Dan Goldman Scott Wiener treatment, getting absolutely heckled and berated by a bunch of unhinged lunatic.
Oh, come on, man. He doesn't even know where he is.
Speech. Once again, it's the visual representation of what is going on in the Democrat Party. It's the visual metaphor, the hostile.
Bro, Mushoku Tensei came out today, or comes out today.
We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks. So it appears the
you mean
far
the
left
anime that was
activists
like
are pretty
borderline
much
child
everywhere.
porn?
I know the Democratic Party.
Don't say that's my favorite
my whole
anime.
life. I'm still fighting for it now. That's why I'm here tonight, to support Maryland Democrats. I know the story of the Democratic Party. I've seen it times of triumph and trouble.
That's not even Joe Biden, bro. That's Jim Carrey in a mask.
I also know the story of America, like many of you.
Yeah.
It's a constant push and pull between peril and possibility. It's a battle that's never truly over.
I thought he was supposed to be dying from like stage 4 cancer.
And more
Whatever
work.
happened with that?
They lost, and so they didn't need that narrative anymore.
Getting booed.
Yes. Yeah. So if you don't know what's going on, the Democrat Party is basically being. So all the old school Democrats, they did this to themselves. They basically like propped up like all these young retards that are basically just straight communists. Yeah, and then now they're all basically stabbing them all in the back and taking power from them. So it's like now that all the old guards like from the Democratic Party is kind of retiring and has no power anymore, now it's like this is the rise of socialism in America essentially. So you're going to see like probably like in maybe even just like another 4 years, like the next Democratic candidate, he's going to be like just straight out a socialist, 100%.
We need McCarthyism back.
They basically just taken the party because all these old guards, all these retards like fucking like Biden and fucking like Nancy Pelosi and shit, like they basically just like fucked their own party over. They allied with the devil, and now the devil's gonna come collect its due, basically. So he's being heckled by his own party. Yes, this is probably a bunch of young communists, like leftists, like heckling him. Yes, that's literally what's happening.
It's all AOC and the fucking squad and all the other dumb bitches.
Yeah, you made a deal with the devil. Now the devil collects it too, like I said. So it is what it is. They pay the price.
Way I'd like to say here that I kind of feel bad for Joe, but honestly, it's hard to feel bad for such a destructive force for evil. It's hard to feel bad for such a corrupt politician like him. But just
oh man, I saw the Hunter Biden laptop. I don't feel sorry for any of these people
here on the Democrat side. Let's just think about it from the perspective of a Democrat. You know,
in fact, I have ill intent for all of these people.
For years, Donald Trump is the fascist threat that America faces. Well, isn't this the guy that ran in 2020 and stopped said fascist threat, at least temporarily? Isn't this the guy who supposedly stepped up to the plate and made it all happen? Not to mention, throughout 4 years of going back and forth on these issues with all of these Democrats, all these same far-left activists, all they ever did was defend this guy's track record. Ooh, Bidenomics, the infrastructure deal. He increased corporate taxes to grow the government. He fought tooth and nail for online censorship to tackle hate speech. And yet this is how the base treats him. This is his retirement party. Again, political disagreements aside, ignoring what we know about Joe Biden as a corrupt douchebag, it really just speaks to the toxic BS that's going on in the Democrat Party. This miserable, toxic, hateful far-left movement. It's just a frickin' virus eating at the body. Everywhere these legacy Democrats go, they're being completely harassed. They're being forced out of these venues by all these radicals who are clearly taking over the party by force. It's the coalition of BLM woke agitators, the Antifa street trash, these full-blown freaking communists, and the overly educated, overly privileged trust fund babies with political science degrees that follow them around and give them the body and the mass that they need. We're talking about a coalition of the biggest rejects and failures that America has to offer, but when they all come together, they form this unstoppable grassroots political mob that Democrat elites cannot beat. Like I've said previously, no amount of money can beat a grassroots force. And what's crazy is that the far-left grassroots actually kind of
mute your mic real quick, bro.
Days than the Democrat establishment, because guess who's funding this whole movement? The two big billionaires, right? Mr. Singham and George Soros. We are witnessing a full-blown communist takeover of the Democrat Party, and it's not even like they're hiding it. You kind of have to read between the lines a little bit, but when you hear Mamdani saying stuff like this, you can kind of gather what he's saying, right?
And what these candidates offer is a vision that extends beyond the midterms, it extends beyond 2028. It speaks to what makes so many of us proud to be Democrats. It speaks to a vision that goes back to a New Deal understanding of what working people deserve. And I'll tell you that for too long, that kind of politics, you can only find it in history books, and we need to bring it back to the present day.
Now he references the New Deal, but the New Deal...
Dude really fucking boils my blood. I can't stand that New York, or one of our arguably greatest cities, or at least it's supposed to be, has a Muslim communist mayor. Like that shit
but
just.
They did it to them. But
I know they did it to themselves. I know they did it to themselves.
We all said,
and it's not the people. It's the right wing group party in New York that did this to themselves, right? Nobody likes Israel dick suckers. Nobody. If you run on a pro-Israel platform, you are never winning an election in this country again. You have to stop doing it. So this is why the right is going to get fucking bodied in midterms. This is why we're going to lose 2028, because they can't stop sucking off AIPAC money. And it's not even because they believe in the Jew. Like some of them are evangelical, Protestants that do believe in Jew blood and all this magical shit. A lot of them do. But a lot of them don't. They just want the money, which is like, okay.
Yeah.
But
until they start like getting off that teat, most young people do not like our involvement with the Jews. That's all it is. That's how stupid it is. This guy didn't win. This guy didn't win his election off of his policies because his policies are kind of retarded. I mean, I will say, like, he had a good ground plan. He did actually go and talk to people. Like, that's a good start. Like, so it's like you can't hate him for like the way he handled his game. You can hate his policies, but I don't think he himself was not. It's actually like a terrible person. So like personal attacks are just stupid and pointless and make you look stupid when people do it, right? But it's like at the end of the day, like you can't blame him or the people of New York. You have to blame the right-leaning party. Look who they fucking ran, dude. Like nobody. Like they have no presence there, and then the presence they do have, it's all Israel dick suckers. So it's like, okay, well, you're never gonna win an election then, right? Because like nobody likes that shit. Everybody sees it for what it is. So
the truth. It's the truth.
Was going from like extreme freedom in the markets and capitalism from the robber baron era to a very limited increase in the government's role in society. And honestly, I think people tend to overstate the importance of the New Deal. I think it had less of a positive impact than most people suggest. Frankly, it's probably the start of our problems, you know, where we are today with this ever expanding massive bureaucratic state that's just making everything more difficult and more expensive, this slow erosion of individualism and our freedoms. But the point is, that was like the very first step. But now we're so far beyond that, you know? We're at the point where, depending on the state that you live in, you're paying like 50 cents to the frickin' dollar in taxes in some cases. The government is just bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, seizing more and more and more control. We're already in the mid stages of a socialist revolution, and what Mamdani is now advocating for is to go even further. We need another revolution, like the type of stuff that we read in the history books. Read between the lines. What do you think he's referencing? Yeah, not the New Deal, probably more the rise of Soviet communism, Marxism, and Leninism, Mao Zedong's Great Red Revolution. Because again, you know, there's already a lot of state involvement, a lot of socialism baked into the system, not just in America, but across the West. And this guy's saying we need to push it even further. How much more can you take? At that point, you just become a full-blown communist state. And that's obviously what he's advocating for. Although he tends to skirt the issue, of course, on all of these issues. It's very clear these people are complete snakes and avoiding, you know, actually voicing their real intent.
But how does abolishing prisons or having open borders fit into that? I mean, do you see how those are ideas that a lot of your Democrats that are warning about what happened here say are toxic. Most of America won't go along with it, are bad ideas. They're dangerous ideas.
I think what the focus of her race was, what the focus of her candidacy was about the struggle that working people are facing. And I think that we can have disagreements on policy positions. What we have to agree on is what are we fighting for and who are we fighting for? She showed that in her race, and I think that many people will come to appreciate that in her leadership to come.
So we can disagree on something as basic as whether or not there should be prisons?
That's
not your position.
There are prisons, yes. And what we're also showing in this city is that safety is not something that's up for debate.
You can feel the sliminess, right? I mean, these people are as far left as they get.
What do you say to voters who are still...
The original idea of prison was for it to be like re-education and reform, rehabilitation. Like you weren't supposed to spend your whole entire life in prison.
I mean, even prior to that, it wasn't even that. It was to hold the person until they were convicted in a court of law or found innocent.
Yes.
It was never supposed to be the punishment.
Yeah, it's not the punishment. Yeah, he's right. The thing is, too, is like I just feel like you should work them. Like if you go to prison, prison should only be for like actual violent crime and things like that. I don't think like if you commit like financial crime or something, I don't even think you should go to prison. I actually think you should just be like actually like stripped of like all your money and shit, right? Like there should be like a punishment fitting for what you did, not go in and get free taxpayer money for 16 years because you stole you filed your taxes like illegitimately. Like I think that's stupid. Yeah. And then the people who do commit violent crime, who are dangerous to society, should be in prison. And I think we should pay for that, right? Publicly, we commit to that, and it should all be run by the government. It should not be run by private institutions. And then it all should be very clear cut. Like this is how the funding works. It should be very transparent. And then those people are put to work for the benefit of the country and society, right? You work them. They are slaves. Yes. If you cannot fit into society and you cannot function normally in society and you're a danger to other people, then you are a slave. We need to bring back slavery. I want to bring back slavery for low IQ people personally. I think you could really put a lot of people who are sub 80 IQ to work and make them very beneficial. And I'm not talking work them to the bone and to kill them, but like I don't see a problem with I personally don't see a problem with putting useless people to work, like humanely. Here, I'm going to give you a task for 8 hours a day. This is your task. Your payment is that you get to come home in your little cell and you get to exist in there with like a square meal a day, right? I think you can have humane slavery. That's just me personally, whatever. I don't think it has to be racial. It's just unfortunate that most of the sub 80 IQ people in the world happen to be black, so they'll inevitably it'll look racial, but I don't think it has to be racial. There's a lot of dumb white people that should be in camps, to be honest.
How do you feel about military servitude as punishment?
No, I don't want these people in my military. I want honorable people in my military that actually do their duty and love their country.
I think handing a retard a machine gun is a bad idea.
Oh no, I'm not saying handing them like guns or anything. Like just give them like fucking trench shovels and like tell them to go like fucking beat the enemy to death.
I guess. It works for Russia. That's what Russia does. They pretty much like conscript all their prisoners and then make them pretty much be trench boys. So that's why a lot of like the footage you see was like, oh, look at these Russian troops. They got no gear. They're look retarded. Well, those are forced conscripts from prisons. Like they're intended to be shot at and killed. Then the main force comes in and kills everybody else. So, yeah. The Russians do that.
Cannon fodder.
Do it.
Cannon fodder.
But I don't really want stupid soldiers on the battlefield, to be honest. Like I think that's a bad thing. I'd rather them just be put to work and be like actually like be useful to society. Like they clean the roads, they handle infrastructure work. Our infrastructure is terrible in this country. It's actually awful.
Well, I agree with you. Like I want strong and like workers, competent soldiers too.
State workers are the laziest, most useless fucks in the world. Yep. They milk overtime. They milk all. They go over a budget every time. They get nothing done. But shit will get done really fast when you have prison labor. Prison labor. Yes.
But yeah, like literally, like they should be doing all the roads and infrastructures, filling potholes, repaving, maybe even building and stuff like that.
And people, and it's like you might think that's bad, but like it's not, because you're giving people a purpose that have no purpose, and half the reason why these people commit crimes is because they have no purpose. So you give them one. Your purpose is now to build infrastructure and contribute to society, and the only way that we can do it by forcing you to do it, right? Some of these people just need somebody. Some people just need people to force them to do things, otherwise they won't do it, right? And I think that's fine as long as it's ethical and we're not like actually working them to death, and they still get food, they still get like a little cell and bed, and I think that's fine. They can still have some recreation time, but it's like, we're gonna put you to work. If you can't function in society as a normal person and contribute, you're gonna be put to work, plain and simple.
I know several people who are in prison right now who would absolutely jump at the opportunity to just get outside even.
Yes.
Right. They're not a threat to society, but they would love to just like be outside, and they would absolutely sweep streets. They would do all the infrastructure jobs just to get out of a cell 24/7.
Yeah, I'm not even against paying some of them too for the work. If they do a good job and they consistently work hard, like I'm not even against giving them small payments, right? And
this is where the rehabilitation and reform comes into play. Is like they do these jobs, and within these jobs, they find like their true calling and like what they're supposed to do and how to fit into society.
Yeah, but
once they start getting to that level, they should be reintegrated, should they not?
My problem is reintegration fails a lot of the time. Like the problem is once you get off these people's asses and they go back out, they tend to fall back into whatever fuck shit they were doing. Some people just need somebody on their ass all the time. Right. And like when you learn how to be a good manager and a good boss, you start realizing that, right? Like you start noticing people like, it's not that this guy's lazy. It's just that like, if I don't constantly get on his ass, he's not going to do nothing. Right. So it's like, I'm not saying they should be indentured forever, but like, I feel like it's like the program should work where it's like, well, you spend the time in jail, in a cell, doing the work. And then once after your sentence is up, then it's like you still keep doing the work, but now you can transition into like a paid role, and then like you could go back to living like outside of the jail, but like you still are going to have to like report to like the same thing, do the same job. You know what I'm saying? Like it had to be something like that, I think, for it to work. But it's the ultimate deterrent too, because a lot of people are just fucking lazy and they don't want to have to do manual labor. So it's like that's the ultimate deterrent from doing bad things as well. It's like, hey, motherfucker, if you go to jail, you're not just going to sit there and watch TV all day. Your ass is going to go to work. You're going to be shocked at how many people stop doing crime.
Yeah,
especially black people. You think black people want to go to jail and work? No, they don't. They like going to jail because they get to fucking have peace and quiet for the first time in their lives. Because normally the hood is fucking chaos 24/7. So now they get to go to jail, have 3 square meals a day, watch television. And it's basically basically like a free ride for them. But no, now if you're putting them to work, suddenly there'll be a lot of blacks that don't want to go to jail now.
And want to understand who you are and what you believe in. You at National Action Network this morning and last Saturday.
Speaking of blacks that should be put to work.
Really get people to understand you.
Yeah, absolutely. I am someone
actually like
who really
a
believes
parasite
in the power of bringing people together to build people power. And I have always centered the values of justice, of accountability, of human dignity at the core of my organizing. And those are the values that I will bring with me to Congress.
They're pushing the most radical agenda, but then they just define it as, well, you know, we just care about people. And I love how Mamdani didn't back his girl up, Chevalier, earlier on the whole abolish prisons thing. Well, you know, people have their private opinions. At the end of the day, we just care about people. That was his explanation. It felt utterly dismissive and dishonest, but also you could have read it possibly as him disassociating himself from that radical policy position. But then you see this.
Are prisons obsolete?
I haven't read that, actually. I haven't read that as yet. But I think that, frankly, what purpose do they serve? I think we have to ask ourselves that, which is that, you know, I think a lot of people who defend the carceral state, they defend the idea of it and the way it makes them feel.
And then obviously the writing's on the friggin' wall. These rich, overly privileged, totally detached from reality, pseudo-intellectuals who have really no ability and no skills to be able to impact the world in a positive manner, but they want to paint themselves as historical figures and revolutionaries of thought, the people that are going to solve all of society's ills. They're basically American Stalins, and it's very obvious what they're up to. You can read between the lines. You can read beyond their fluffy portrayals and dishonest political doublespeak. It's very freaking obvious what's going on here, what they're up to. And well, I guess it shows us what we're up against, the important work that's going to be required the next 5-10 years. You know, the Democrats don't have the ability or the balls to stand up to this, and so I guess the responsibility is all ours. We got to stop this communist revolution in its tracks. It's time to friggin' get to work. Anyways, that's what I got. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing.
People's gonna have fun with this one. This one's about Asmongold. I know how you feel about the boy.
I don't mind
fun of Europeans.
The left. And here's the meme of the day, brought to you by 5mind.com. You know, it's clips like this that I think really put me in an appreciative mindset.
I think Asmongold's a plant.
Here, and after watching it, I was thinking to myself, you know, if Donald Trump didn't win the last election, if the leftist censorship regime was allowed to continue, grow, and fester, we wouldn't be able to have these kinds of conversations. This particular Asmongold clip is now going viral and frankly causing all kinds of controversy. It's pissing all sorts of people off, and frankly, I would argue pissing all the right people off. And in the past, you know, that was pretty much enough. That was enough to have the whole thing pulled, to have advertisers and social media companies, not to mention the feds, cracking down and censoring said speech. You have offended the purple-haired weirdos.
Yeah, but the right does this shit too.
No,
so
we just couldn't have these conversations.
Censorship is not an exclusively left-wing
thing. More accurately, we.
Censorship is for anybody who wants to cover anything up. That's all it is.
Censorship's for whoever's in power. That's just, it is what it is. The right does it too. The ADL literally censors people all the time. The ADL is always trying to push like anti-Semitism laws into fruition, and the right literally just goes with it. I mean, the famous. I mean, we could go watch the hearing with fucking Ted Jews literally saying. What the fuck did he say? Oh, dude, it was so unhinged. Oh my god, I can't even remember now. It was like a couple months ago. He verbatim basically said that like something about fucking Jews are like our overlords or something. Like literally in the Senate meeting or something. It was fucking weird. I forget what the fuck he said.
Is that what you call Ted Cruz? Ted Jews?
Yeah, he's Ted Jews. You don't know that?
Oh, dude, my biggest thing is the fact that they're trying to say that a goy slop is like an anti-Semitic term now, and like the whole thing of goy is literally just like a fucking slur for like non-Jews perpetrated by the Jews. So it's like the most retarded thing I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, I hate this, like, oh, the left is all pro-censorship. So is the right. The right's literally pro-censorship, too. They censor things they don't like as well. In fact, they're actually almost more vitriolic with it than the left is, because at least the left is honest about it. The right pretends like they don't do it. Well, it's because the current right and this current left, the establishment left and right, they're basically the same thing. They're the same party. They're paid opposition to each other. It's the socialists that are. It's the extreme right, like the kind of the more nationalistic right.
Radical left,
Yeah, it's the nationalistic right. The nationalistic right and like the socialist left are actually like the real grassroots parties inside of the whole. But the establishment, they're basically all the same thing. They all work for the same masters. They all follow the same playbook. It's all paid opposition for them. They do the same thing. It just depends on who's in power. So.
It's almost as if they're all part of a giant pedophile cult that was recently
they eats babies and
It's all that was
injection Drano into
club. We're just not in it.
Well, because they censored it, right? The right censored the Epstein files. That's literally what they did. They censored it all.
Yep. People should be a lot more angry about all the shit that came out about that, but I don't think a lot of people even actually fucking read it. I feel like even just reading it, even reading it, like what's censored and what's not is enough to just like you just want to go out and start killing all these people.
Bro, there's literally history changing things in the emails.
Yes.
Right? I mean, you have 10
years ago.
You have what's her name? You have fucking Adriana Rothschild or whatever the fuck her name is, literally having an email conversation with Epstein, talking about how Hitler was the Rothschild's plant the whole time.
Yes,
and they're making jokes about it. Like, this is history changing stuff, and everybody just ignored it.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's just emails. I'm like. Yeah, that's the point. It's like, this is them
Emails
saying this
between
verbatim.
the most powerful people in the world.
Yes, it's them saying this verbatim, like privately in emails. Yes, so like it does have a little validity, right? What doesn't have validity is like the Donald Trump allegations, right? Because there's no validity. Those aren't emails. In fact, the emails against Trump. Most of the emails are against Trump in there. It's Epstein had a hate boner for him, right?
Yeah, so, a lot of it's like Epstein just like raging over fucking Trump. It's hilarious.
It's actually Epstein telling like certain lawyer groups to actually go after him and slander him. Yes,
it's almost like he helped got Epstein locked up the first time.
It's like that's why it's important to read the emails when people are lazy. Like I combed through those for like weeks, and then I know like Jay Dyer did too, and a bunch of people. I mean, there's emails in there basically exposing the entire Vatican. Like everybody wonders, like, well, how did Epstein traffic all these people and move his money around? He moved it through the Vatican bank. It actually makes sense when you think about it.
It's a giant worldwide fucking criminal network.
He was best friends with what's it, Pope John Paul or whatever.
Yes.
He was best. Pope John Paul used to let Epstein stay at the Vatican. He used to sleep there. And there's emails that confirm that. And they literally talk about funneling, like, so all of the rich elites that do the pedophile shit, they funnel their money through the Vatican Bank because it's the biggest bank in the world that's not regulated by any government. Which is why I keep telling Catholics, you cannot be a Catholic if you're a Christian. You have to denounce it and you have to convert. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Your entire church is completely corrupted by a pedophile ring. And it has been for years. And like it got exposed with all the look what happened with Pope John Paul. He was the Pope that oversaw all the fucking child rape shit going on in the church, right? It's like, yeah, go figure. He's also best friends of Epstein, and he also is funneling his money through the Vatican Bank. Like, I don't know how you can be a Christian and be a Catholic. It's fucking mentally insane to me. And most of the Catholics don't even follow Catholic doctrine anyway. Oh, I'm Catholic, but like, oh, do you believe in Vatican II and Vatican I? No, I don't really follow the doctrine. Then you're not a fucking Catholic. You're a Protestant. Like you're just a willy-nilly Christian that doesn't follow any traditions, right? I don't want to get into that, but yeah, it all tied together. It's fucking annoying.
That's why I separate myself from all that shit. Like I believe in the word of God. I just don't believe in the Church of Man. Like fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to have that debate with you, but yeah, it's fine.
Couldn't
Keep going.
tell the truth if it was offensive to a minority of, frankly,
You're not
mentally
alone, not
unstable, overly emotional people, mostly on SSRIs. Well, then it was a no-go, right? And obviously that's not good for society, to be living in a constant state of purposely engineered delusion. No, these are the exact types of conversations that we must be having, that we need to be having. And so I'm not going to sit here and pretend that Asmongold is wrong wrong just because he made some folks uncomfortable or avoid the controversial topics here. No, I am tired of running away from obvious truths just because they're politically incorrect. If something is true, then frickin' say it, whether people want to hear it or not. And even if it's not true or it's extreme and pushing buttons, we should still be able to have the conversation because, of course, that public debate, even on the most controversial of topics, is
Nothing's
what
off
eventually
limits.
leads us to actual progress and, again, the truth. And so let's go ahead and engage in this little intellectual exercise here. I got a clip here that I think sparks quite the conversation. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so here's the clip that's causing all sorts of chaos on social media.
If you remove the top 2% of society, the entire society would collapse. Every business owner would be gone. Every business leader would be gone. Every political thought leader would be gone, almost. Basically anybody in any leadership position that's making any decisions that are important would all be gone, and your country would turn into immediate chaos. That's what would happen if you remove the top 2% of society. If you remove the bottom 2% of society and they just immediately tomorrow they went to the moon, they're gone.
You just make them slaves.
I'm not talking about killing
You just make them
anybody.
slaves.
They just immediately
The society
disappear.
flourishes.
Every aspect of your life would immediately improve. There would be less need for plexiglass cases and CVS. Your insurance premiums would go down because they're the ones that are speeding and committing
Housing
crimes.
would go down.
The healthcare costs that you would have would also go down because they don't have to be offset by a bunch of fat retarded pigs that can't stop eating. You would have lower taxes in a lot of cases because you wouldn't have to pay for as much law enforcement and micromanagement for these functional animals. And fundamentally, you would live in a safer and a better society in every single facet. If the bottom 2% simply were gone.
Thank you for arguing my point earlier for me, Asmund. I appreciate that.
And the bottom
For slavery.
The top 2%.
I believe in ethical slavery, yes.
I was gonna say, this is controversial. This is like the shit that we talk about on a daily basis.
Pause it real quick. Pause it real quick.
Beneficial to them.
I'm worried. I'm
like he's literally arguing for ethical slavery. Yeah, if you take the 2% that does nothing and they're fucking low IQ, basically borderline animals, and you get rid getting rid of them costs money. Why get rid of them? Put them to work, make them beneficial, like turn them into farm animals. Yes, why not? What's unethical about that? They can't exist in society, right? God made them this way, so use them as probably God intended, right? It's like God, I'm just saying, man, I don't know, I don't see anything unethical with it. It's more ethical. Point, it's more issue. It's more ethical to to give them purpose and help them, right? Because you're technically helping them. Well, you can't function on your own. You're not capable of actually functioning. I'm going to help you function by giving you a task and a purpose, and you're going to be beneficial to other people. And other people will like you because you're beneficial, right? Imagine if all these chimps were basically put to work and they rebuilt all the roads like California. People would be like, hey man, thank you. I'd be grateful. I'd be like, hey man, thank you. I was like, but you have to keep them in line. Some people cannot, this is why freedom is fake and gay. Some people cannot handle their own freedom, and they're not capable of actually articulating themselves properly in the world. You need somebody to basically hold the reins over your life for you. That's just reality for not everybody, but for a small 2 to 3% of the population. It's very true, and that small 2 to 3% of the population causes all the problems and ruins life for everybody else, right? So I think ethical slavery, man. I'm telling you, I would run on that shit and I'd win. I'm just telling you.
I think it's the way to go, man.
White women on subways.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Think about it, man. Imagine paying $50 a month for your insurance. Imagine being able to actually rent a home, afford the eggs at the grocery store. All it takes is locking up 2% of the population. We can do it.
Don't lock them up.
We could have peace in our time.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, you could imagine why that is causing so much controversy. It's not because he's wrong, but rather I think it's mostly because it kind of speaks to the heart, or rather plunges a spear straight through the heart of the core of left-wing ideology, the foundational belief. Leftist politics, let's call it bleeding heart mama bear politics, has become almost entirely centered around protecting and elevating the bottom 2% of society, which if you think
and
about
they come
it,
stab
is
you on a
totally
train.
backwards. If your goal is actual progress, if you call yourself progressive, why would your entire ideology be around uplifting and focusing on the interests of the dregs of society that are dragging everybody else down? But time and time again, that's exactly
Well,
what
you can.
see.
It's just they don't do it right.
Policies, from defund the police to soft on crime laws and policies, the expansive welfare state and welfare programs, DEI initiatives, open border policies. The focus is consistently prioritizing the least functional, least productive, and most disruptive segments of population to excuse and write off the social issues that they bring as not their fault, but rather a direct result of environment or American capitalism or American colonialism, the patriarchy, or the billionaires. Instead of rewarding actual competence, discipline, and most importantly, contribution to society, the left builds these systems, these highly engineered philosophical constructs that shield the chronic criminals, the welfare dependents, the low agency and low trust individuals from consequences, while constantly punching up, as they say, and punishing the most productive class. And they tell you, of course, that it's compassion. But let me tell you, it is anything but. It's a cynical, emotional tactic, a deliberate political strategy that essentially treats the bottom 2% as a permanent voting bloc, as the moral shield, as the perfect vessel for any grandstanding narrative or divisive narrative. And again, you know, what politics comes down to, the conversation we ought to have, is what's best for society? What are the decisions that we need to make as a society, as a people, to progress, to move forward, to increase standard of living, not just from a prosperity standpoint, but from a stability and public safety standpoint. And this is where you start to see the point that Gold's making here, and why the leftist approach is fundamentally counterintuitive to demonize the most intelligent, most productive people who have.
No wonder why his channel got demonetized. He just literally watches videos and goes, "Hey, okay, like Hassan."
To be punitive in their direction.
Like actually, no commentary. It's crazy.
Dragging everyone down. What good does that bring us? Every successful civilization in history has focused its energy on developing its high potential people. That is basically the American story. Putting power in the hands of the individual, opening the road for the most competent and most ambitious.
No. Putting them. Okay. So you're contradicting yourself. Like, this is a contradiction, right? You can't have individualism and like make that the core focus of your society, but then also want to like export and get rid of the 2% causing the problems, because, well, they're just living their individualism, right? So it's like, okay, so your values are not lined up here. It actually, to be fair to leftists, is like they do identify problems correctly. They just have terrible solutions to them, right? A lot of the problem with America is individualism, is because there is no unified culture in America. Like, we're trying to create one actively because we've realized it's a problem. But like, when you promote the individual instead of, you know, the whole thing, this is what happens: is you get 2 to 3% of the population that just goes off the rails and can't control themselves, right? So you have to deal with them, right? And you have to deal with them for the collective, right? So it's not inherently, the people are afraid to use like certain words, like, oh, that sounds really communist. Like, America itself is not even like a democracy. Like, we're not even like a fully capitalist. We're almost like a communist capitalist society. Anyway, we have welfare
constitutional
systems.
republic.
Yeah, we have social systems and welfare systems. We're almost more communist than communist Russia was at this point, by the way. Like, if you actually know how the system worked in communist Russia,
damn close.
We're actually like more of a communist nation than they were, like, in their practice.
Well, wasn't all this commie shit put together by like fucking FDR and like Nixon anyway?
It's like McCarthyism. It's just like demonizing the ideology, which is smart. They should demonize the ideology. It's bad, but like, concepts of the ideology are not necessarily bad. The idea of a collective is good. The idea of a unified culture is good. Individualism, I think, is actually damaging, and it does damage to America. It's the reason why there's so many selfish, like, retarded people. Right, so you can't have a value system based on individual priorities and then criticize the 3% of the chimps that decide, well, my individual priority is like, I just want to chimp out all day, right? So it's like, he's talking about removing them for the benefit of society, but then he's also talking about like, oh, the society should just all be about the individual. Well, that's how you get like trillionaires that only care about themselves, right? It's because they prop themselves up in society. And that's what they're encouraged to do, right? So we encourage bad behavior with our value system. And I think a lot of people have realized this, which is why there's been a huge push in the last like 15 years for an Americanism, like to have like a culture that we all latch onto. This is what we are, right? You know, God, faith, and country, right? But like to pretend like America is like, oh yeah, there's no communism here, guys. There's no socialism at all. It's like literally welfare welfare is socialism. Like we pay poor people to survive. Like we keep the poor fed. Like it's nonsensical. There are benefits to everything. You just have to the correct answer is a hodgepodge of both things. But unfortunately, that's just not going to happen. I don't think so. Because I'm not entirely against welfare systems to an extent. I'd rather see them used properly, and they're not. But
that's hard. That's kind of the thing. Is like it's just that's how it always goes. You set up all these systems with the good intentions, and then people with bad intentions get a hold of them and use them for their own benefit instead of helping others.
I think people confuse like merit and meritocracy with individualism. I think they kind of conflate the two, where I think like individualism and promoting individualism is actually kind of bad for society. Like you should want to be part of a group. Like we should identify ourselves as Americans and not, an individual person existing in America. But
there's this big illusion.
At the same time, it's like it's like you got to remember, like also merit should be important. Like
merit is important, skill is important. The things that you can physically produce and do and provide are important. That's like kind of like there's this huge illusion of equality and that it actually exists. The facts of the matter is like some people are just more useful than others. Some people do better things. Some people are smarter. Some people are stronger. Some people understand things better than others. Like nobody is equal. Everybody is different, and you should be allotted different things based off of like what you're able to contribute and do and think of, as opposed to just being a reckless chimp.
Yeah, it's kind of like hatred of like Elon Musk. Now he's a trillionaire, but it's like, yeah, but he's a trillionaire because he's one of the greatest visionaries of our time period. Like he's literally like pushing the boundaries on technology and like actually trying to like make new technology for the first time in like fucking 80 years since like World War II.
He's pushing humanity in a direction.
And then not only is you got to remember, it's like not only is he doing it himself, but he then pushes his competitors who want to compete with him to also strive to do the same thing. So this is why you're seeing AI just fucking completely like develop insanely fast, right? This is why you're going to see space exploration start popping off really heavily in the next like 10 years. You're going to see robots integrated into society in probably like 10 years. And that's all thanks to him. This shit would have just stagnated and not really exponentially blown up if he didn't really push, right? So it's like, yeah, you can criticize the guy for a lot of things, and I do, because I don't necessarily agree with his value system. But it's like he's a trillionaire for a reason, because like nobody else is doing what he's doing. Like he runs like 3 or 4 of the largest companies in the world, and all of these companies push a massive growth in like pushing technology forward for the benefit of everybody. And plus, you just got to look at Twitter, man. Like Twitter was a cesspool before he bought it, so it's still not perfect, but it's way better than it was.
I feel like the world would be a worse place if Elon had never bought Twitter. Like, yeah, Twitter is still very heavily censored, but at the same point, it would have been like way worse if Elon didn't buy Twitter. Like, there was actual evidence of like the government, like directly contacting like these social media platforms and telling them what they can and can't do. It was like extremely fucked up. We lost free speech for a brief minute. Do you guys realize that?
Well, you still don't have free speech on Twitter, but it's close enough. But the thing is,
we have free speech in real life.
Yeah, you don't even have free speech in real life. If I go out in the street now and I start yelling niggers, all the niggers in the area are going to come kill me. So there's always consequences for speech. Like whether like you have the freedom to say anything you want. That's the thing. Is like free speech is like a stupid term. It
doesn't mean you're free of the consequences of what you say and do.
Everybody has the freedom to say whatever they want. Nobody can take that from you unless they actually muffle your mouth physically or take away your keyboard or something. But like there will be consequences for anything you say. That's just how it works. Society has always worked like that. But what was I trying to say? So I think sometimes I like to think of merit as like, well, if this person didn't exist, would it be better or worse? If Elon didn't exist, like he never was born, I actually think like the world would be worse off than it currently is, right?
Yes.
He's not always a positive force, but at the same time, like he is driving so much innovation and shit just from existing. So So I like to think of merit that way. Like, hey, if this person never existed, would any of this exist? It's like, hey, if Feeble Mind didn't exist and then never put all of this shit together for the AI community, none of this would exist. Crazy how that works.
Who could innovate, who could lead and create value, and then on the back end managing and removing the most dysfunctional elements. That is how a society thrives. And most importantly, philosophically, that is what seems just. Those who are doing it the right way, who are net contributors, should be uplifted, and those who continue to prey on other people, who continue to violate our social contracts, who do nothing but prey and siphon off, well, there's a place for those people. It's called prison. Or of course, if their crime is illegal entry into the nation, a clear violation of the nation, they should be deported. It's really not rocket science. It is simple. It is common sense. It's exactly what Nayib Bukele is doing in El Salvador right now. And look at the bullish path of that country. Talk about rags to riches. Well, again, what it really boils down to is priorities. And you gotta have your priorities set straight if you are expecting to progress. The leftist view, of course, is to demonize the people who do it right and to continue advocating, justifying, and finding excuses for those who, no matter how many times we try, no matter how many chances we give, they do it wrong. They violate our trust. And that's another thing that people are misunderstanding about this quote from Asmongold. They seem to suggest that what he's saying is essentially we should put dumb people in camps. But that's not what he's saying. When he's referring to the bottom 2% of society, he's referring to that 2% that causes chaos. And this is backed up by the facts, by the way. A tiny fraction
and they're all
of the
low IQ dumb
population
people.
is responsible for a massive share of the problems that we deal with every single day. If you look at FBI and Bureau of Justice statistics, the data has shown for decades that it's a very small group of chronic offenders who commit the vast majority of crimes, especially violent crimes. In many cities, roughly 1 to 3% of the population account for over 50% of homicides and a massive chunk of aggravated assaults, violent assaults, and robberies. And we have the means to deal with these
13 do 50.
Let's call it 2% of society. But instead, the leftist approach has been to continuously allow them back on the streets. Here's another chance. Here's another chance. It's not your fault. You're a victim of your circumstance.
It's just naive. That's what I'm saying. Leftists are good at recognizing problems. They're bad at solving them. That's the problem.
It's in the term, right? Repeat predators. To go out and repeat the same pattern of behavior. What is beneficial, productive, and progressive about this political philosophy?
They have too much faith in the human individual.
Especially because the consequences are so dire. There's a reason why you go into certain neighborhoods.
They just have faith in the wrong human individuals.
There's a reason why you go into certain gas stations or fast food joints and there's bulletproof freaking glass blocking the registers. Certain neighborhoods have become no-go zones. Public transportation in big cities feels like, you know, you might just gamble away your life. And the moment you realize that actually it's likely less than 2% of the population that is responsible for that entire environment of risk, let's call it, the moment you realize that, you probably ask yourself the question, well, why don't we do something about that? My view is very simple. We should be cracking down on crime. Crime is very easy not to commit. I've never committed a crime in my life. I mean, maybe as a kid, you know, I maybe once just for the thrill of it stole a candy bar and then pretty much never did it again. I did
but
it
a lot
once,
of them,
you know, just for the thrill with a friend, and that was pretty much it.
I've
gone 33 years of my
I mean,
life
I shoplifted a lot as a child.
You shouldn't go to prison for that.
No.
Following laws.
I got my ass beat and I got embarrassed.
And I'm more of the rebellious type, but you know, I still have a strict code.
My dad caught me one time and he
I have a pause it.
Very easy to not go full freaking.
My issue is like a lot of the laws on the books are very vague on purpose and can be interpreted in a lot of different ways. So like I agree, like we should be tough on crime, but like I also think a lot of the shit that we arrest people for is retarded.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I also think a lot of the laws on the books are retarded and need to be rewritten properly and clearly defined with no like this is not, you can't question this. You can't sit there in court and be like, well, this word says this, so maybe you could interpret. No, there should be no interpretation ever. It should just be pretty straightforward, black and white. These are your 10 commandments. You break these, you get stoned to death. Like simpler is better, in my opinion. I think these overcomplicated laws and situations just
they're intentionally done
they
that
just
way.
Yes, I know, because like the legal system in itself is a whole profiteering scheme, right? So so there's a lot of things that have to be fixed fundamentally to be like. That's why I'm very against just like, oh, just don't commit crime. I'm like, well, sometimes I think you should commit crime, because I think some things are astronomically diabolical and you should rebel against them. Like, I don't, so like a lot of these right-leaning people, like, they kind of advocate for like a docile, sheepish society where it's like, you never go against the police. By the way, the police do a lot of bad things, and you should go against them when they do bad things. You should call that out, and you should fight against them when they commit bad things. That's the whole point of the country, right? The foundation of the country is that the civilian takes no shit from anybody, right? That's why you're given guns. Like, you are told to take arms and hold your leaders accountable, right? The whole point of America is the system is set up that the civilian population holds its authority figures accountable with guns if needed, right? That's the whole point. They set this up so if it ever did get to a point where it became too corrupt and you couldn't trust your authorities and your leadership anymore, you are expected to grab your gun and start shooting them. Yes, that was what the intention was
of the Second Amendment.
The whole Second Amendment.
It's literally basically like a what's the word here?
It's a
like
fail-safe against a tyrannical government.
It's a fail-safe. Yes, it's a fail. It's not even just a government. It's in general, even authorities, even police. Like, you have a gun as a citizen, so if a police officer is trying to do something wrong to you, you can shoot that motherfucker, and he should get shot. Like, so fuck bad policing.
The unfortunate reality, though, even if you do that shit and you're in the right, like, the legal system is just gonna fuck you up 6 ways from Sunday because you killed a police officer.
Yes, because they intentionally write things very like obscure and impossible to interpret outside of like a judge, and like everything's always up to a judge's interpretation. So it's like, depending on what judge you get, the judge could just decide, oh, I'm going to interpret this way because you're black today or because you're white today. It's just stupid. It should be very clear cut. The legal book should be like shrunk down to very clear sets of rules. If you steal, this is your punishment. It's like, why did it work so well 1,000 years ago? Why did we feel like we had to add so much nuance to this? Oh, well, if you steal gum, that's a slap on the wrist. But if you steal $100 or more, you're going to prison. Like, how about if you just steal in general, you lose a finger? I bet you nobody steals anymore. Or guess what? If they do keep stealing, they run out of fingers eventually to steal, don't they? So I honestly think, like, people don't like, the problem with America legal system is they don't want to have like drastic punishments for things people do. Yeah, but like, it worked for thousands of years for a reason, and it is the ultimate deterrent, because people are cowards and they fear for their lives, right? And the people who don't, because they're not normal. The people who are not normal, right, in the brain, they don't care if they lose a finger. Well, eventually they run out of fingers, right?
So a kid steals a candy bar and then they're minus a finger?
Yeah. He won't ever steal again, will he?
Tough shit, kid.
maybe a flogging would be.
I love Kit Kats, man. I don't know.
No, I mean, like,
that's bro. Like, you're taking it too literal, but
no, I get it. Like the whole like losing a finger thing is just a metaphor for like a direct, like, harsh punishment. Like, I get it. It's not like actually like Hammurabi's code.
It's more about simplifying it, right? Because like, you steal something, and sometimes you don't even know what that means, right? It's like, because they value what you stole in like dollar amounts, right, to determine your punishment. But like, I stole something from a store, I don't even know how much it was. Like, okay, so I don't know what my punishment is, right? So that's why people do things, because they don't know. Like, most of the time they're gonna get slapped on the wrist and walk away, right? I don't know. I just think like the laws should be simplified, and it should be just like really straightforward. Hey, don't do this thing or you get in trouble. But and a lot of things, and that doesn't, just because the law says if you steal, you lose a finger. Like, even in ancient times, that's not necessarily exactly what they did, right? It's like, that's the law, but the law is, that could still be interpreted. Okay, well, this is a kid. We're not going to cut off a kid's finger, right? You know, so it's like, you're making it black and white is also stupid, because everything will still be interpreted anyway for the situation. But like, if you're an adult and you're stealing, you know, even if you're stealing because like you're poor and your family's starving, that could still be looked over. Like, okay, I get it, but like, I still have to take this stuff from you, and well, we're not going to cut your finger off, right? So
but you
still
are going to
interpretation.
Go street for 3 days.
Yeah, but the punishment is clearly defined. You know exactly what you're walking into when you do something. So it's like, I just think that's better than the really like obscene. I don't know what's going to happen to me, right? Until the lawyers decide it. I don't know. That's just me. It's not a fully thought out train of thought. I'm just shooting the shit.
Feral. All you need is, a functioning brain to calculate the pros and cons, to realize that actually it's much more beneficial for you to not go full barbarian mode in society, but rather to control yourself and play the game. It's very freaking easy. And yet we have people who just can't do it. They can't abide by society's laws. They have no respect for civilized society. Well, in my view, once you've proven it,
well,
the
sometimes you
contract
shouldn't.
is done. Null and void. You should be removed from society, and frankly, in my view,
when you're like exponentially violent, or like you just do crime that changes people's lives for the worse, like you should kind of just be like removed from the equation.
Contribute. But again, that's too extreme, too crazy. No, the left would rather you continue to subsidize the chaos, the crime, the breaking of our social contract, subsidize these people's lives in prison for however many decades with nothing in return, subsidize the welfare.
Well, that's kind of what you're advocating for, though, bro. Like, so you haven't even really fully thought this out. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, these guys just say things, but they haven't really fully thought them out.
It is, it's part of living in a big city, y'all. Piss off with this friggin' nonsense. We need serious repercussions for breaches of our social contract. If you engage in multiple violent crimes, even low level but rather serious felonies, you should be gone forever, in my view. Never to be seen again. If you commit a robbery, you should spend a significant amount of time in prison. But so often we see people even committing armed robbery and they're out the next day. Meanwhile, you go to Singapore and you could steal from a store and receive 5 years in jail. We've simply become too lenient, too lax.
Well, shit, dude, we let murderers walk free.
And I, for one, am freaking sick of it. Anyways, that's what I got. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, murder's like kind of complicated.
Take the guy that stabbed Arina Zarutska in the neck on a train. Like, he's out walking free right now.
Yeah, that nigger should have been literally shot in the back of the head like years ago.
Yeah, on site.
No, I'm trying to think like I said, it's like the corrupt cop thing. Like, you have a cop and you like see him like abusing somebody, like a girl or something, and like you kill him. I don't think you should necessarily. I mean, I guess you should.
Well, no, because that would be what is it? Justified. Justified homicide.
I'm saving a life.
It's like it falls under self-defense. Defending another person.
I'm operating off of like biblical law, not made up fantasy land law where we pretend like we have rights to anything. Trying not to just fucking trying to think about it. I don't know. It's complicated, but like there definitely needs to be like I don't like the just follow the rules, stupid, and just behave. No, I think sometimes you do need like kind of rebellious peoples. Like I don't think. Yeah, I mean, I don't like everybody liked like punk rockers and stuff back in the day that kind of said fuck the system because the system was corrupt, right? That's kind of like their whole thing. So it's like you need people to be able to. You need people to be able to critically think and be able to criticize their own like system of government and their own authority figures. Like that's a key component to having a thriving society is you hold your authority figures in check. Half the reason why things are so fucked now is because you literally can't. They get away with everything. There's no punishment for anything they do. They exist on a different legal system than the rest of us.
Yep. We there's really only one way forward, man. You got to start putting guns in people's faces.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a difference. I mean, it's kind of complicated. The Bible's really wishy-washy with this one, but it's like there's a difference between murder and killing, right? And I mean, yes. God even commands the Israelites to kill their enemies sometimes, right? So it's like, yeah, that's why it's like. It's like a hard gray zone. Like you see somebody doing something bad, like you see a bad guy harming somebody else, and they're gonna kill them, but you killed the bad guy before they killed them. Are you a murderer? In American legal system,
no, you're a hero.
No, in the legal system in America, you would be a murderer.
Yeah, because America's fucking gay and fake.
Yeah, so that's kind of my point. I think like you have to kind of simplify laws and kind of cut back on a lot of them. A lot of them are made to protect businesses anyway. Like businesses pay lawyers a lot of money to lobby to get certain laws in the book so they can commit. Like,
didn't they acquit fucking Kyle Rittenhouse and Daniel Penny? David Penny, whatever that dude's name is, that he choked out the black guy on the subway who was trying to kill somebody.
It's justifiable.
Yeah, but
they acquitted both of those.
Wasn't that was one of those both jury trials?
Probably.
Yes.
Hey, thanks, Jaded Fett, for the 20.
Was Rittenhouse a jury trial? It was a jury trial, right?
Yeah. He actually went to trial. Like he had the talk.
Well,
I watched that.
That's why. I mean, so that's
it was a clear instance of self-defense.
Yeah, so that's why we have jury trials, right? Because that's the whole point. Is like the jury's there to interpret the law better than just the judge, right? And but like we don't always have jury trials, do we? Right? A lot of people don't get juries, right? Because that's hard to set up, right? It takes time. You got to like go through all that shit. So it's like a majority of the legal system is just done with like bench trials and off the cuff shit, and people just get fucked. And I still think the law should be simplified, to be honest. I don't necessarily disagree with how our legal system is set up, but I do think it's become kind of too convoluted and bloated at this point. Where only an elite class can interpret it. Every normal person should be taught law in school. It should be like part of your daily education, and every single person in the country should be able to interpret the law perfectly without any issue.
Law should be written easily enough that an 8-year-old can read and understand it.
Yes, if you do this, this is your outcome.
I could agree with that.
And then you still have, and then like I said, even the cutting off the finger thing. My point is like if you have that extreme kind of outcome, well then that's when a jury comes in and goes, well, it's a child, so we shouldn't do that. Right.
Yeah. It's understandable.
Yeah. I don't know. The next one, Grumpy.
Yeah, Grumpy Whiskers came out with another one recently. This one looks really good too. I've seen a little bit of this one.
You are now connected.
All right, Penny. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.
Yeah, this isn't his best video, but it's still good.
Yeah, I already watched it. It's not that.
It's all right. It's decent.
I think he knows that too. He was kind of talking about it.
Heart rate normal. Dream state active.
Kind of like where this is at right now.
Down glowing in the blue. Every street feels deja vu.
Look how everybody's on this cyberpunk beat lately.
Everybody's on their devices, you know? That's realistic.
Yep.
Damn, Juju got the robo cheeks. You see that shit?
Yeah.
Every camera tracks me now. Every system wants control. But I can hear my heartbeat grow. One more step, one more climb, one more chance to feel alive.
The traffic is wild.
Signal lost. Rooftop shadows, engine fire, running faster, climbing higher. Static breaking in my head. Every fear is turning red. Crowds collide but never meet. Lost inside the endless feed. Then a spark cuts through the noise, and suddenly I hear a voice. Not a message, not a screen. Something real beneath the dream. Every warning says turn back. Every tower paints me black. Every system draws the line. But tonight the sky is mine. One more leap, one more flight, one more chance to feel alive. The edge, at the edge of the night. Alive, alive, still alive in the neon. You are now connected. Suspected. Infected.
Like, I like this part, and I like the Matrix part. They're in the pods.
It's pretty cool.
Maybe we're not running away. Maybe we're just trying to break free. A heartbeat, a moment, a memory, a spark.
I don't know, I asked yesterday. I'm pretty sure he local gens everything, right?
I think so with Grumpy Whiskers.
That's actually insane.
I don't know if he... I'm pretty sure he local gens it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all local gen, if I remember right. I don't know. I remember him saying that, I think, at one point. I don't remember if he still does.
What does it take to do local genning?
A beefy PC?
A beefy PC?
Okay.
It don't need to be beefy. You can do
for video. It does.
Gen. Yeah, for video. Yeah, true.
You essentially install an AI model on your hardware.
Okay. You need at least an 80 or a 90 NVIDIA series to do video gen.
Someone welcome in the chat.
I tried it on mine and it crashed my system.
Yeah, we know Grumpy get attacked. It's dumb as fuck. Like, I thought this was cool, like in the pods. Yeah. Like, I think there's some GPT in here, but I think he does a lot of local.
Grumpy Wishes got attacked? How could they?
Yeah, he got attacked because they claimed he stole their cat girl design or some stupid shit. You know.
What the fuck? Who's saying that?
Yeah, some retard auntie on fucking online. They're like, I drew this.
What
like,
a retard.
You know.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
It's like the same level of like the retards that try to say, you stole my prompt. Like, you're fucking retarded. Technically, you all steal prompts because you have Grok generate them or ChatGPT generate them. So it's all stolen prompts, right? You're stealing them from the AI. It's crazy.
Oh, the idea of stealing prompts is just kind of ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this one's about Clarence Thomas. This is going to be fun.
Day for America. The Supreme Court has rendered their decision on birthright citizenship and frankly done pretty much exactly what we expected, although by a very narrow margin. They've essentially now legally reinforced the modern interpretation of birthright citizenship, essentially failing the American people in the interest of the nation. Instead of protecting the sovereignty of this great country, they've chosen to keep the door wide open for a continued subversion and demographic.
He's streaming, bro. Just so you know.
Open the border to a constant and continued.
Yeah, we're all commentating.
Coming over. The globalists just won a major victory today, and every single American citizen is going to feel the consequences, as they already have for the past few decades. We know the inevitable result here. America will become a country that is less and less recognizable as the ones your ancestors built. Let's go ahead and talk about this. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so here's the news update.
And it's a big one. It has to do with birthright citizenship. It was an executive order that President Trump, on day one of his second term in January 2025, signed the executive order. It was immediately challenged, and now we can tell you that the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled against President Trump's order to limit birthright citizenship. Shannon, we have talked for some time about the president feeling that he would not win on this one, The question is, why not?
Okay. Right off the bat, it says children born in the United States to parents unlawfully or temporarily present are, quote, subject to the jurisdiction of the United States and are citizens at birth under the 14th Amendment's Citizenship Clause. So look how this broke down. As we expected, the Chief Justice wrote this opinion. Justices Sotomayor, Kagan, Barrett, and Jackson joined. Jackson has a concurring opinion in which Sotomayor joins. Justice Kavanaugh files an opinion concurring in the judgment and dissenting in part. The dissent comes from Justice Thomas. He is joined by Gorsuch, Alito, and then Justice Gorsuch apparently has his own dissenting opinion. So it is what we expected after the arguments here, and it looks like a bit of a split, but enough of a plurality coming together to say that the executive order that the president issued very quickly upon taking office is no good, and that if people are here, subject to the jurisdiction thereof includes people who are here illegally. Writing for the majority, Chief Justice Roberts says this.
He should rewrite it, the EO, and do it again. I think it'd be funny.
To freely participate in our political community, talking about the 14th Amendment. The framers of the 14th Amendment extended that promise to every
the authority of the Supreme Court is basically just,
that's a quote.
Oh, we just do it. They said so. They have no enforcement.
Debate
so.
about this in Congress. He says we keep that promise today.
Given how obviously destructive birthright,
but that sets a precedent that's going to be really dangerous.
Every sensible American was hoping the Supreme Court would
make sure you're ready for it.
Finally put an end to this scam, but instead, to everyone's
I don't understand why everybody's so afraid of setting precedent, especially if it like kind of leads to like a somewhat better result of things. Sometimes shit needs to change, and sometimes things need to be done a little differently. You know, who cares if it sets a precedent and it could be used against you in the future? That's just how it works.
Yeah, but a lot of 2020 to 2024, where our asses were saved specifically because the Supreme Court like overruled a lot of Joe Biden's insane shit he wanted to do.
Yeah, so but I mean, like, look at it like this: like the Democrats set a precedent of like setting like false legal shit and like just like arresting a sitting president off of like corrupt charges.
Yes,
like, what if we just do that?
But the legal system still sided with him, right? But if you set a precedent of abuse of power, where the executive just literally does what it wants and ignores the law of the land that's set down by the judicial branch, then that becomes a problem, because then what other laws can they just ignore? Well, you set a precedent, right? So
okay, what if he ignores the law and then changes the law?
The next Democrat gets in and is like, you know what, fuck this law. Here, I'm just going to do whatever I want. Like, right? It's a bad precedent to set. So it's like, it's better to not do it. If you're going to do it, then you have to go extreme, and you might as well just make yourself a dictator, right? You can't set a precedent like this where you completely like abuse the entire power structure, which he can, and like honestly, like I said, the judicial branch has no authority really. We just follow it to like keep peace. But if he did abuse it, and then you're leaving the presidency in 2 years, and then somebody else could take over, we don't know who, because the reality, like, this would be a way more slam dunk if the structure of the United States was like a like 70-30 split, right? But it's not. Like, as much as people like to LARP, the reality is the country is still about as like 51-49 as it gets. Like, Democrats still have a ton of power in this country, and a lot of people are very left leaning, like, in the country. You can't escape that, whether you want to LARP about it or not. It is the reality, right? So, if it was like a shoe in that like, hey, 100%, we're gonna slam dunk next year. We don't have to worry about fucking some Democrat coming in and abusing the same power. I would be like, okay. But my thing is, like, if you're going to do that and you're going to like abuse power and set a new precedent that's never been set before, then you might as well just go all in and just make yourself king.
Why not? Might as well.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
My problem is when you set precedents that like backfire for us later, and you're like half-assed about it. Either go all in or don't do it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be better to just pull that trigger than to just play this law game, is what I'm saying.
Okay, I mean, we're going to have a civil war after that, but I'm fine with it.
Once again, the so-called conservative justices have sided with the leftist judges on the panel. Chief among them is Amy Coney Barrett, who has been an absolute disaster during her tenure on the court. And
she got them crazy eyes, bro.
Trump's biggest
she scares me
by a long shot. I think she speaks to the issues of Trump's first term in office. He was led astray by these neocons pushing their agenda subversively behind him. He fell for the Amy Coney Barrett trap. She would be a tough constitutionalist. She has proven time and time again that essentially she was a DEI hire. I remember there was all this talk back then that Republicans needed to put a woman on the court. It was imperative. It was important for purposes of progress. But once again, she proves that she lacks the temperament or the backbone to make the hard decisions that the country needs. And some might argue the opposite, that actually she made the most constitutional decision. But personally, I don't think that's the case. I think when interpreting the Constitution and what the founding fathers put together, or the framers of amendments that followed, you have to apply a little bit of context and nuance. And that's what I believe was totally missing from this decision. I think Clarence Thomas hit the nail on the head in his dissent, and I think you could only describe Clarence Thomas after this decision.
You see the problem with that, right? Is you say that, but like that's why the Second Amendment is interpreted with nuance, right? And that's why they banned guns and certain guns, right? So it's like you can't want nuance in like one interpretation of an amendment and then not want it in the other, right? Because a lot of he'll be the first one to tell you, no, we just all just have guns. Guns should be legal. Like he wants no nuance in the Second Amendment, but he wants nuance in this one, right? So you can't pick and choose. You either want nuance in all of them and you agree to that, or they're all read very straightforward. And if you read it straightforward, the problem is if you read it straightforward, the ruling is not incorrect. The problem is like in a modern context, it's correct. In a context of when it was written, our interpretation of it in the modern context is incorrect, right? So that's the issue. If you take it verbatim, the ruling is correct, but only in a modern context. When it was written, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, but it's like, okay, well, if that can be interpreted in a nuanced way, then so does every other amendment. And I actually don't want the Second Amendment to be interpreted with nuance. I just want people to have guns, straight up. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Anything the military has, we should have access to, basically.
Hell yeah, man! I want a fighter jet.
For the view from Justice Thomas, who was
if you can maintain it somehow and get your hands on one, good on you, bro. Good luck.
In his dissent, he gets to that point, Bill, that you're making there. The 14th Amendment was enacted in the wake of the Civil War, quote, with the one pervading purpose of securing equal citizenship for the freed slaves. He writes, it was enacted, as Justice Harlan wrote, to secure to a race recently emancipated the civil rights that other citizens enjoyed. So Thomas
yes, in the context of when it was written,
the purpose of the 14th Amendment.
Our modern interpretation makes no sense, but in the modern context, it does make sense. So it's just it sucks. They kind of fucked us with this one.
Congress never contemplated, and that cannot find support in the text. Today, the court does so by recognizing a constitutional right to citizenship for the children of all foreign birth tourists and illegal aliens. Uses very specific language there. Again, Justice Thomas adhering and agreeing with the government's argument, which they made here very passionately, that the 14th Amendment was about protecting the children of freed slaves and not what we've come to understand it as. You see his language there. He mentions birth tourism. It came up in the arguments, and clearly that's a very big concern of the dissenters.
The Amy Coney Barrett and Roberts approach to me is patently insane. It's way too narrow and literal of a reading that I think completely ignores the actual intent, the important context. The 14th Amendment was passed in 1868. This was the era of emancipation for slaves. The entire purpose was to secure citizenship for free slaves after the Civil War. That context ought to be important, right? But no, these people are completely ignoring that context, just sticking to that single sentence of subject to the jurisdiction thereof, and applying that to everyone, including illegals and their children. But the phrase subject to the jurisdiction thereof was not meant to just be a throwaway line. During the actual debate, Senator Jacob Howard, who introduced the clause, explicitly said that it would not apply to children of foreign diplomats or aliens who owe allegiance to a foreign power. The entire purpose of the amendment was extremely focused in its regard. It was to guarantee citizenship to Black Americans who had been enslaved and were now free. And the way that it's
looks like you need to amend the amendment, boys.
Frankly, is to now create the system where anyone who enters the country illegally can instantly have citizenship granted to their child. It's an
because that's what it says. That's literally what it says.
In the Samuel Alito,
yeah, but that's literally what it says, though.
So it's highly destructive to the nation.
This
So
but I mean, like, I feel like when it comes to interpreting the Constitution and like all these amendments, like the supporting documents should also be read when it comes down to it. So like when you
okay, but the issue is this is a failure on these. It's a failure on the government during that time period with how they wrote it, right? So it's like they should have included the dissent into how they wrote it, but they didn't. So they fucked up and fucked us, right? I mean, it's a bad amendment. So this is why you have to have Congress fix it, right? You have to actually amend the 14th Amendment. And so that's probably what they're going to try to do now.
Yeah.
But like, you better do it fast because you're running out of time, buddy. You got what, 2 more months until you start losing power in Congress. So
they need to do it fast, and this needs to be something where they basically reverse filibuster, where they don't stop talking about it until the other side votes for it.
Yeah. So the thing is like, I don't personally think the reading is incorrect because that's how like the different groups inside of the Supreme Court work. Like some of them are like constitutionalists and they take it literally, and some of them like to interpret it, right? So if you take it literally, it applies. Like they're not incorrect. But so what that means is like, well, you have to go fix the amendment then. So this is why the system's set up this way, right? So it's like, okay, well, we as a people disagree with this interpretation. So now we're going to have our representatives, Congress, vote to rewrite it, right, into the proper modern context. So that's what has to happen. Will that happen? I don't fucking think so, to be honest with you. A lot of congressmen and senators are just useless. They're not going to do shit. They don't want to make any radical changes to the Constitution. They just don't want to do it. They're not going to do it. They should, but they're not going to.
Yeah, I agree. Like, none of these people are actually going to do their fucking jobs. That's why I don't think we can count on this shit.
Comes from Justice Alito, who brought this up during the arguments. This is his
system just needs to be fucking reconstituted in something different.
Implications. Suppose that a person's only connection to this country is that he was born here to a mother who was present just long enough to give birth and then quickly return to her native country. Suppose that country is a strategic adversary or enemy of the United States. Suppose the child never visited the United States.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's not written into the amendment. It doesn't matter.
According to this court now, that person is a citizen of the United States. He can enter and leave the country as he pleases. He can travel the world on a United States passport.
He also gets taxed, though.
Even if he plots to harm this country, he cannot be deprived of his status as a citizen, at least under current precedent. He goes on to say that this decision today also provides a powerful incentive to enter or remain in this country illegally. He goes on to say, in my judgment, the court has made a mistake that will seriously affect the country's future. So some very pointed dissents here from those who raised these very big concerns during the arguments. And they're real world scenarios, which are not a fantasy. They're not a movie. I mean, these things that can actually happen now under this ruling that you have today from the majority.
This is going to be a complete disaster for America. And you know how I know that? Because it already is a freaking disaster. Well, now this is the double down.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because like half of them are originalists and some of them are institutionalists and they're more pragmatic. So it is what it is. Like some of them interpret it like literally and some of them don't.
Total green light.
And like I said, if you do read it literally, like the ruling kind of makes sense. It's a badly worded amendment that needs to get fixed.
And not only will you
and it's not the Supreme Court's job to do,
but actually you'll
their job is to interpret the ruling.
To the tune of probably over $1 million if you think about it per kid. All the social services, schooling, I mean, you name it. On top of it, the opportunity potential. Drop a kid on American soil and there you go. It's a freaking lottery ticket. And actually, it's a guaranteed lottery ticket per child. This is not an immigration system. And it's funny because the Democrats are always blah, blah, blahing about how broken the immigration system is. Well, this is the most broken part, and here they are all over social media celebrating this as some massive victory for the country. But of course it isn't. It's an open door.
It's a bad amendment. It needs to get fixed.
Celebrating easy because they know it benefits them. They know foreign subversive interests kind of lines up with their political party interest. And so they're fully willing to hand over the keys to the kingdom for short-term political gain. And, actually just stepping away from the constitutional argument here, the legal interpretation of the amendment. I think if we remove ourselves from that conversation, you would have to be an absolute moron or a person with bad intentions, acting in bad faith, to argue that birthright citizenship makes sense. It's obviously the dumbest and most perverse interpretation, probably one of the dumbest laws on the books, and the modern interpretation is clearly destructive. Yet again, I think speaks to the corruption of the Democrat Party. It should be the easiest thing in the world to pass a congressional amendment shutting this loophole down. But no, they'll never, ever frickin' sign on to that. Bad, it's very obviously.
I just don't get why they don't defer to, like, the subject matter when these interpretations are being made. Like,
well, some of them do, some of them don't. There's different ways they interpret. Some of them are originalists, some of them are not. They're more pragmatic, so it's like, it just depends.
Yeah, but it's like, you have the textbook, right? And then you have, like, the sources that the textbooks use, like, and you have to go by those sources. That's where you get the information from, right? So, like, you see, like, the stuff, like, say, like, just the Constitution, and then you look at the Federalist Papers, and you see, like, their mindset and, like, what they were talking about while they were, like, making the Constitution. So, like he said, there is, like, a whole debate that exists where they state explicitly what the amendment is for. Why is that not, like, the default ruling?
I mean, because, like, then you end up in this endless spiral of always arguing nuance, right? So it's like, some of them will interpret the words literally and apply it to a modern sense, right? And some of them will be like Justice, like Clarence, where he's like, well, when this was written, this made sense for then, but it doesn't make sense for now, and here are all the dissents back then. Well, that doesn't really matter, because, like, what's being asked is, like, hey, can this executive order work or not, depending based on what the 14th Amendment currently says in a modern context. And in the modern context, it doesn't, right? It straight out, literally verbatim says, if you're born here, you're a citizen, right? So it's like, that is a loophole. Everybody knows there's a loophole. So what has to happen is Congress needs to get off their fucking ass and do their jobs like they should have been doing. None of this should have even been to the Supreme Court in the first place, right? This should have already been taken care of by Congress. That's what their fucking job is. The problem is our Congress never does its job. And that's been a problem for like 30 years, where Congress is a bunch of lazy hacks and they don't do shit. They don't ever want to do anything. They literally do nothing all day. They do nothing. They collect paychecks and do nothing. Most of this shit should not even be executive orders. It shouldn't even be going to the Supreme Court. It's not the Supreme Court's job to even do some of this shit. We're basically, like, forcing things to happen through the Supreme Court instead of it being done through the elected, through fucking Congress like it should be done, right? It's just stupid. It's just because everybody knows like Congress is basically useless. They're all a bunch of corrupt retards and they're useless. So that's the problem with the country, is Congress itself needs to just be, like, nuked out of existence and just, like, completely restructured. It's just like they don't do their jobs at all. Everything they're supposed to be responsible for, they don't do. They ignore it. This should have already been, like, a bill put onto the floor. It should have already been passed through. And this should be just an amendment to the Constitution, end of story. But it's not going to be, because, you know, a bunch of these Republicans are all just corrupted. A bunch of these Democrats are all corrupted. Basically, you can't get anything done through the legislative branch at all. It all has to get done through the judicial branch, and it's retarded.
Yeah, then if we have a flat tire, it should be changed.
And it's not really fair to the Supreme Court to have to rule on all this stupid shit all the time, because it's not really their job. Like, they're not supposed to be setting the precedent. Like, if Congress doesn't like, if the president doesn't like something, he's supposed to rally his congressional members to then write a bill to fix the thing, right? It's like, and if it has public support, it should go through. But it's the whole system's just fucking borked right now. The country's basically being run by the executive and the judicial branch instead of the legislative branch, like, and Congress. Like, so it doesn't make any sense.
Wrong. Don't need to use any fancy academic words. It's just wrong, not good, and it's very obviously a direct betrayal of the American people. It almost cheapens American citizenship to the point where it doesn't even really mean
but it's not their job, bro. Be mad at Congress. This isn't the Supreme Court's job. You can't be mad at them.
Come illegally on a tourist visa. Oh, you're 8.5 months pregnant? Oh, but come on in. Drop a kid. Skip on the bill. Don't even pay your medical bill. Just go back home. Yeah. Leave the kid with relatives. And there you go. A direct line to benefits, chain migration, possibly the eventual legalization for the entire family. The entire concept of American citizenship gets diluted to almost nothing. You know, it's yet again one of those things that's now, of course, directly linked to the Democrat agenda that has you questioning, how do they get away with this frickin' stuff? I don't know, answers to those questions way above my pay grade. But very obviously, this is complete insanity, a complete betrayal of the American people, and frankly, very likely a betrayal to the framers of this particular amendment in the first place. I highly doubt that this is what they meant when they added birthright citizenship to the Constitution, but I guess that wasn't Amy Coney Barrett and Justice Roberts' interpretation.
You're correct. It's not what they intended, but they wrote it badly. It's bad legislation.
And I'll see you on the next one.
So once again, you should be blaming Congress, right? Not the judiciary that is just trying to like interpret it based on what's written, right? It's a bad amendment that was written poorly by people who were basically forcing an amendment in to basically punish, you know, the opposite party in the wartime situation, right? During the end of the Civil War. Like it was basically just to punish the Confederacy and former Confederates. So it's like, if you want to blame anybody, you blame the legislative branch that wrote the law in the first place for writing it so badly and not thinking about like the future of how it could be interpreted. And then now you blame Congress for not re-amending it, right? It's not the judiciary's fault, right? You don't want the judiciary ruling on this shit anyway. That's why it's so stupid. Like basically the judiciary, like the Supreme Court gets abused by both parties to basically like push bullshit through without actually just doing it through like the actual people in Congress like it should be getting done. It's really stupid how much abuse gets like how much this gets abused, to be honest. It's actually kind of annoying because it's not how the country is supposed to operate.
Yeah, it should be fixed.
Nobody
it should be
nobody
fixed.
nobody ever wants to blame the senators or the congressmen. Nobody ever wants to blame them when it is their fault. Like they're all
I
fucking
blame them all the
useless and
time. Like, I say the whole government's at fault.
And they get away with it, right? They go on TV, goes, "Oh man, I can't believe Amy Barrett, whatever the fuck, did all this, man." It's like, no, motherfucker, it's your fault. You're the ones not doing your jobs. You don't represent your district or your people correctly. You represent your business interests, right, and your own self-interest, and that's the problem.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how like that shift happened. None of them actually represent people anymore. It's all just about money.
No, they represent their shareholders, basically.
Yes, they represent whoever funded their pact, right? And usually it's the Jews. So,
but this one is a video by some guy named Velasco.
That guy's pretty gay.
Oh, me?
Huge op.
What are we watching?
Campfire video.
Oh, this little one.
Should have left the one we had 6 hands.
I should have made it the sloppiest I could make it. But you guys are gonna call it gay. Anyways, so
it's pretty gay anyway.
I like it.
Well, because you're gay.
I contributed to it, so.
I like this very much. I'm not in it though, but I like it. I'm just kidding. I'm in it.
You are.
Yeah, we're not like other people, but we don't forget about you.
I was like reusing other animations to try and get it done on time.
Man, imagine that scene in real life, boys. Imagine.
It'd be amazing.
It would be amazing, wouldn't it?
It's like Unity is so hard to come.
Yeah, it's like if you just stop being retarded, bro, we could fix everything in like 2 seconds. It's crazy.
That's my gen right there.
That's Gen 6.
Easily the best one in there.
Yeah, it's fucking sea dance.
I like how he just pulls a log out of his fucking front pocket.
He also just pulls them out of the ground. It's great.
He pulls them out of the ground already.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah. It's actually pretty good. Oh, this is Penny.
Dude, Penny goes down like random tangents and rabbit holes I just don't understand.
This one had me curious, so I wanted to watch it.
So this is me, Penny Bloomfield, my YouTube channel. This is Leaflet, the channel she shares with her mother, which is her main channel. This is Don P.
Oh, hey, the hero.
So, first of all, I want to address the rumors about me and Leaflet that are false. These are false rumors.
Brother, what the fuck?
So,
what are you talking about?
Why am I even
Talk about the
dispelling these
rumors
rumors? Well, I was thinking
so many
they would
rumors
go
that
away
she's
on their
a
own,
judge
but
for
I
the
keep
fucking
hearing them,
contest.
and so I just wanted to put a statement out there and say this is not true. Okay, so Leaflet is having an AI contest.
People were saying she was a judge.
If you go to my channel,
Yeah. What the fuck?
I've got another batch that I'm doing
Because of
a
how
React.
she,
It's gonna
because
premiere,
she's reacting to a lot of the
tomorrow
videos. People are assuming she's a judge.
Night.
She's just reacting to shit. Like,
26
Can't believe our grandma's channel got so big, bro. 1.14K. That's crazy.
Grandma's channel is so big now, man. It's crazy.
Bigger than me. Crazy.
I know, it's fucking crazy.
And
yeah, she's a grinder, man. Look at her go. Look at her go, bro. Every day. Holy shit.
I keep doing these.
I don't even know how I got 1.2, bro.
Like, some of them are not.
I don't know how I got 1.5.
Rumor that I'm trying to dispel.
That's because you make good shit, Boopy. I make fucking React slop.
I don't know how I got 4.1K. I don't know how I have one of the biggest YouTube channels in the community and I don't even do nothing.
I make shit content.
I'm not judging.
I only have 700, man.
I'm sorry, man. I'll give you some of mine. I don't need them.
Or maybe she'll have a panel of judges. I'm not sure. But in any case,
780.
You guys are all leaps and bounds above my number.
I know we need to get Velasco bigger.
I am not on it.
Well, he usually do a podcast.
About this, but people keep mentioning it to me, and it is not true. So I am not a judge for Leaflet's contest. That is
okay.
Not
Okay.
True.
Can we watch something else? Like she's gonna yap about this for 20 minutes.
It's like 17 minutes long, bro.
Yes.
What's the matter, man? You don't want to watch Grandma's video? You don't want to support Grandma?
No, I agree. This shit's stupid. Anybody who thinks
Leaflet
Penny's
does
a judge
like Penny though.
Yeah, who doesn't like Penny? Oh, this is really good.
Yeah, this is Vesper. This one surprised me too. I saw this one on accident.
Yeah. Vesper's good. Vesper, she doesn't like many people, bro. Welcome to the club. She only just started liking me again, I think.
She'll warm up to you, boo.
She's a woman, bro. She's very temperamental. You say like one thing she doesn't like, and she fucking hates you. So
she has.
Well, there goes your relationship with her again.
I know. I'm gonna get unfollowed right now. Even though I literally watch all her videos. It's crazy.
She's great. Like I've only talked to her a handful of times, but she's a really funny girl, and I like a lot of her content. But let's watch it. Women.
I played tabletop with her a few times.
The transitions in this are fucking awesome. It's like a really unique way to do transitions.
I really wish I could actively watch and put this electrical panel together.
Pull your phone to the wall.
Oh, it's sitting in the panel with me. I need to pay attention to where these wires go so I don't burn the house down.
Oh yeah, she kind of scares me now. Like, is she like a really violent person? I always thought she was like the opposite.
A lot of her videos have a lot of violence in it.
Really? The early ones were all about like getting married to Griffin Knight and shit. I thought they were wholesome.
Yeah, she does a lot of videos like this.
Violence does have its place. Righteous indignation is a thing.
Yeah.
The way she do the transitions is so good, though. That one was a little rough, but the other ones were really good.
See, I like seeing her come off of her bad habits, man. Like, like that she actually listens and takes criticism and gets better. Like it's good to watch.
That was a cool transition. Well, that was sick.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, because like one of the biggest complaints of, AI is hard to, when you're getting 15-second clips or 12-second clips, it's hard to fucking transition like a coherent thing, but she definitely found a unique way to do it. Yeah, it's super good. I'm gonna steal this shit. I'm guessing she just like copied the last frame and then just like regen from there every time. Oh, transform now into this. And then there's another cut in between each one.
That's a good idea.
It's a crazy ass visual right there, though.
Like that's a cut right there.
Damn. Damn.
So so she's probably using the last keyframe in every single clip and then regenning.
That's smart though.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do, but I'm too lazy for that shit. Grok used to make it easy. You used to be able to just like literally like right-click Grok and take the last keyframe and extend off of it, but they like fucked it up.
Grok actually used to be really good then.
It's still good. People just don't want to work with it anymore. That was a cool transition.
I like that color scheme for some reason.
I wonder why.
What, black and white?
Now we just gotta teach Vesper how to upscale her videos and she'll be peak. Damn. Went a little cross-eyed there for a second, I saw that. like that's a cool transition.
Yeah, that was cool as fuck, dude. That too. What the fuck?
Yeah. He found like a really unique way to do that shit.
That was cool as fuck.
Yeah, that was cool.
God damn, Vesper. You get your flowers.
What is this?
This is...
Oh yeah, I saw some of this. Yeah.
Bernie asks AI. VTuber Wars cameo slot.
Yeah, this shit's kind of funny actually.
Detected. Deploying intelligence
I like the Muru fucking thing in the corner.
Yeah.
Opium. Good luck, we're all counting on you. Discord operation. Did you see the post? Yeah, something's off. You gotta read this shit, it's funny. Zoom in on the left edge, timestamp, contradicted lore, burn them all, deploying threads, stay focused. Find cat girls, expose liars, defend Oshi, win arguments. Bait, misdirection, cat strategy, because they never know what uses. They never understand what uses is posting.
Guys,
it's funny that Muru is the hopium because it's
well,
kind of
funny.
true.
I know, but it's funny how they say that now, but they literally slandered her for fucking weeks in their Discord. So. Am I an NPC, Clip Scout? Out of context.
Wait, is this a slideshow? Or is it...
Yeah.
War on Twitter again.
This is unprecedented. It happens every week.
I like it.
Okay, pause it. There you are, baby. You see that? Hey, babe, come here often.
I see that.
Dude.
Yeah, I love Taka Sarah, man. I love Taka.
Also,
such a homie.
Just to throw a little shade. Just to throw a little shade from the last slide. If drama happens every week and it's centered around the same two people every time, maybe they're the problem.
Damn.
You're acknowledging you're the problem, people?
I don't have any drama, bro. I had one drama.
It wasn't
incident.
him this time, to be fair.
No, I just like making fun of him because he knows everything.
I do know everything. It's almost like they're all drama frogs and they all backstab each other 24/7 behind the scenes. It's crazy how that works. This one's cool. Fox Who Are Pride. So who are they? So who are they fighting for? Who the fuck knows?
Maybe the cat girls are the friends we made all along the way. Retweet drones, meme seeker.
Team.
No, stop trying to understand Twitter.
Who's
Exactly.
Nightowl hitting on?
That's Takasira.
That's Taka. Yeah.
It's a femboy VTuber on Twitter that I fucks with heavy.
I'm a dude. I love it.
Shit's so funny. People act like I don't know.
Yeah, like obviously you know, bro.
Which side has the cat girls? Welcome to the VTuber Wars. Nobody knows what we're fighting for.
Pro cat girl agenda.
Of course, Skybrows would be like head of the pro cat girl agenda. It's crazy.
To the airwaves live, every thumbnail screamed it's over as the view counts came alive. A Pegasus reported from high above the fight, while a blue observer broadcasted developments all night. Arguments turned to insults, counter narratives.
Notice to self, keep observing, don't pick a side, avoid comment sections. True.
Moderators called for discussion, but the situation failed to improve. No one could win them over as Google Doc warships began to move. The warships were anchored just beyond the shore. Receive porters open
bro.
Bro, I'm surprised he could hold himself back from inserting himself. He's such a drama frog.
Receive finance is one that he just knows not to touch.
We've entered a new stage. Seriously.
Cat girl status still unknown. Seriously, where are the cat girls?
I'm right here.
Nobody wants you.
Yeah, they do.
Cat,
you saw
cat
it. They
robot
want me even
both,
when I'm
who
fat.
knows? The world's most confused. Accidentally involved. I just realized that's what his fucking shirt says. The truth is what we decided is, bro. I got so mad at fucking the idiot on Twitter. Oh, I always had bad vibes. I'm like, why don't you read the evidence? No, I don't need to. I read. My vibes were correct. I was like, that's wild. Context collapse. Bros are not on my bingo card. Fucking odd.
The other side was worse. The dust began to settle. The smoke faded from the context. As the
Where are my Legos?
the fights, the crowd moved
I see
on to
Nova.
the next. It's another VTuber war.
Oh, you're not a cat? Where the cat girl tossed in the corner. Oh, we're fighting for clout, bro. You should know that. It's all about clout.
That cat should have the useless hat on.
Huh? That's cool. It was funny.
That was honestly a creative way to
It was a good shit post.
Yeah.
Venezuela, how you doing down there? It's not good, man. Jurai, it's not good.
I'm never in
But
these
we
things.
will rebuild.
You want me to make a shit post video with you in it?
Everybody hates Bupela because he's brown.
Because
Give
Maduro
Boopy his
allies,
attention.
they send like
I don't really
a
get
bag of
these
rice.
videos. I don't know
At least
how
we have
people find
America
these
here to
entertaining.
I don't
help us
find
this
them
time.
funny either.
Yeah, I just can't imagine.
I think it's just a funny way to absorb information.
The terror, the destruction.
The amount of oil that's not being pumped out of the ground at this second. Buff!
This is something like
What? Don't get
a
mad
kid
at
would
me.
watch on
Everyone's
YouTube
thinking it.
on
I
the
just
tablet.
fucking said it. I don't run on hopes and dreams here.
This is like something you would make Bupela. You'll probably get a kick out of this guy, Feeble.
Important announcement to make. Doomcock was wrong.
Yes, my friends, in this instance, Doomcock
He's got some good takes, but he honestly drives me nuts.
Yeah, I hate he shit's cringe.
He's so over the top goofy, but it's where I get all my pop culture news from.
Tweet to Joe Russo, the director famous for making some of the best superhero movies ever made, when in fact this tweet was made by another Joe Russo, who is also a film director, but has nothing to do with Avengers Doomsday.
But then this movie flop.
I had no idea.
Yeah. It was really bad because
hardcore
really bad.
Thanks to all of you who set me straight. Even the future.
Jump ahead. I don't care about your Twitter war. I have my own Twitter wars.
My friends, and now on to the video.
I saw a post talking about how if Supergirl was played by Sydney Sweeney, it would have made $1 billion.
Broadcasting from my
probably would have.
The center of the earth, and today I'm trying to shore up enough fortitude to go see Supergirl myself. After all the discouraging reviews,
I kind of half-assed don't care about this. I knew it was going to be bad from the moment they announced it.
You just said, "Oh, you're gonna love this guy." And you're like, "This nigga."
You all said you hated it.
Left, and here's the meme of the day brought to you by 5mind.com. You know, for years the left labeled us with all of these terms.
You just said it was cringe.
They called us
evil looks Jewish. That's crazy.
Semites. They yelled in our faces and
almost as if.
It's funny because the thing they worship is the thing on the left. That's weird.
Diversity. And now look at what they've become. I guess you know we were right.
Same image. It's the same image.
Exactly what it was.
Same image.
Projection. This suggestion
that the right was
left. Becoming radical and
fuck Moo, bro. It's because we're making fun of the Jews. She felt ashamed.
No, in fact, it's an inversion of the truth. And now look at what's happening to the Democrat Party on a
according to Super Truck, this is what a drama frog looks like. Yeah, according to Midjourney, the drama frogs I used in my song are what they look like.
They've been so captured by these free Palestine Gaza narratives that it's now moved to the point where the left is
the drama frog song is hilarious.
Jewish people out of the party. Yeah, so much for tolerance and diversity. The grassroots leftist base is now running around like unhinged roaming mobs, harassing Jewish Democrats and frankly politically exiling any Jewish Democrat.
He's got to talk a lot. He's got to talk a lot of shit about the Jews. A lot of long-winded shit.
The exact monster that they've spent a decade accusing us of being. I got an absolutely.
Sometimes these intros are like half the video. It's wild.
Bro, we literally can't see it. I can't see anything.
This is the modern Democrat Party. We got some stuff to get into.
Oh, he is. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
So it's very clear.
I hadn't muted. I didn't really see what to say.
We're seeing the adoption of radical Islamist viewpoints. Politicians. Well,
why the fuck has he got one slide up?
Eliza Chevalier, Abdul Sayed, they're skyrocketing.
What do you mean one slide?
Tickets. And on the flip side, this is the Democrat experience if you happen to be a Jewish politician.
Hey, Weed, you gotta get the out here, bro. It's free Palestine here. You already know what it is. We against the genocide. You think you're gonna come to my neighborhood, bro? It's gonna be a problem. There's innocent Jews.
What the fuck?
You don't come here like this good, but you're pushing that genocidal agenda as a Zionist, bro.
This is what happens when 80 IQ chimps try to. He's like, Jesus Christ, man, I can't believe it. I'd let you in this country.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever.
You should be ashamed. You have no shame coming to my community. Say free Palestine for the camera, dog. You say you're against the genocide, right? That's what you said?
His eyes are getting red, bro.
You can put your face on camera, but you can't speak on his behalf.
His adrenochrome is running out.
You're a senator, you're a position of power.
Holy frickin' moly, it's almost like a hostage video. It's very clear that if you're a Jewish Democrat these days, you are the target. The mob will come after you, and they will attempt to intimidate you into submission. And you know what's really crazy about the Scott Wiener thing? He's already basically bent the knee.
Israel's extremist, messianic government has been harming both Palestinians and Israelis since long before October 7th. Even before October 7th, I was protesting the Netanyahu government, which is causing deep harm to Palestinians and has upended Israeli democracy. Israel had every right to defend itself, but the actions of the Israeli government have gone so far beyond self-defense. Absolute destruction.
Brother, I'm still talking about this shit. Just fucking nuke the whole country, man. Holy shit, I'm done with it.
Including so many children.
Both sides, fuck it.
Of Gaza's
yeah, just glass the entire fucking Middle East.
Housing stock. The withholding and blocking of
yeah, we don't have enough interest for that. It's stupid.
Palestinian families living.
It's so easy just not to care about it. It's so easy just like don't support them, don't give them money, don't care about it. Let them solve their own problems.
Settler violence and land grabs in the West Bank that the Israeli
Can you
government
imagine?
has either allowed.
You guys want war with Iran? Go ahead. Go.
This is a
Yeah, have fun. I don't give a fuck.
And
Yeah.
it has inflicted permanent trauma on the Palestinian people.
He saw the writing on the wall and, of course, instantly started parroting all the anti-Israel talking points. He's denounced Israel. You know, he's signaling out there that he's one of the good ones. But it doesn't freaking matter. They still come after him and treat him like an enemy. That's how far this has gone. Ideological submission or not, you are a target. And this is really where we start to see the problem highlighted. The culture that the Democrats are cultivating on their side, it's not just ideological disagreements to be discussed and debated. No, it's a cult-like intimidation campaign. It didn't just happen to Scott Wiener, it also happened to Dan
weird.
Goldman.
It's weird how cults form.
And he's Jewish, and he went into a coffee shop this weekend in Brooklyn, and they said, "You're not welcome here anymore." Brad Lander is out speaking in mosques, telling those people that he'd like to go align himself with Ilhan Omar and the rest of the squad. Dan Goldman's only sin, I guess, is that he thinks Israel has a right to exist. And for that, that has been the principal issue in this. And you've got the mayor of New York City, Mamdani, out saying about AIPAC and Jewish Americans who have participated in our politics that they are, quote,
I think that's up for interpretation.
It's yours,
what's happening right now in New York City, the Democrat socialist takeover.
Yeah, it's not promised to them, it's
Party
promised to the Christians.
Should frighten not just Jewish Americans, but
promised
all
to the
Americans
Gentiles,
everywhere,
actually,
because
literally.
This is the direction the Democrats are headed nationally. Look what's happening in Michigan, and it is frightening. Throwing Democrat Jewish congressmen out of coffee shops in Brooklyn, New York. It's not.
Well, I mean, at least he's
Germany.
not throwing them. Well, it might be. It might be soon enough.
Of being anti-Semites, intolerant and bigoted. How many times have you heard these idiotic leftoids tell us, well, I've
Welcome back, Penny.
1940s Germany. I'm an expert on it. I've read all of the books. And I'll tell you what Trump is doing, what MAGA is doing. It's striking in similarity. It's leading to the exact same thing. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure last I checked, it wasn't MAGA.
Well, actually, hilariously enough, like, Jew hatred is actually like the most unifying thing in the country. So both sides equally fucking can't stand them.
Friends, appears to be exclusively a Democrat phenomenon.
So it's funny how
it's almost as if
party of tolerance, and the hypocrisy, frankly, is stunning. It's on another friggin' level. You start to think about the history of the Democrat Party.
Well, that's why I said anybody who like actually
Party
openly
on
runs on like
social
an
issues.
anti-Israel,
Jewish people were some of the
anti-AIPAC,
strongest
like
and most committed allies during the civil rights
like runs
movement.
on that
And
is
Martin
probably going to
Martin
win
Luther King.
in
And now
the next
apparently
like 4
this is the
years.
thanks that the
Like it's
Jewish
just going to be easy
community
slam
gets.
dunks.
Now, if you're a Jewish
You'll even get
incumbent
like
Democrat
a
running to protect your seat,
both sides
you
kind of
lose by
voting
30
for you.
points simply for being Jewish. The party that claims to be about
That's why it's so stupid to continue to like prop them up and engage with them. It's just a bad look. Everybody knows what's going on. Nobody wants to deal with it.
Because according to the internal Democrat Party analysis, the party would never rally
And you're
behind
actually just hurting them as people who already exist here by continuing to just try to
at people like Nick Fuentes, but they're basically
fucking
the same.
put
They have the same
anti-Semitism
worldview
laws
on
and
this
shit in the books.
particular
This shit's
issue, at
cringe.
least. Two peas in a pod. I mean, you really can't make this stuff up. The Democrat base has been completely radicalized by these third world anti-American and anti-Jewish narratives. It's very clear that they've decided that pandering to these radical viewpoints, to radical Islamists, and to far left extremists who are on the bandwagon,
It's
is
not
much
just the
more
left, it's the
important
right.
than, you know, upholding their values of inclusivity and whatnot that they've been pushing. For
The
last
Christian right doesn't like
decades.
the Jews
party
either.
that screams about tolerance and acceptance has now imported and mainstreamed a culture that has normalized harassing Jews in restaurants, refusing them service, or denying support for their candidacies simply because they're Jewish.
Shalom.
And very clearly,
What's
the
up,
Democrat
Cree?
Party has been in denial about what
Hello.
they've created, this monster that they've created.
Heads
And I
up,
think
we're
that's
streaming
especially
right
true
now.
for Jewish Democrats.
Reacting the
Thought
shit.
that they could simply bend the knee to the pro-Palestine crowd, and that would be enough. But obviously, it's a whole lot deeper than that. No, this is textbook bigotry and discrimination. It's actually not about the facts. It's not about the nuance of the Israeli-Palestine issue. No, it's simply about being Jewish. That alone has become disqualifying in left-wing circles. What an odd
It's not just left-wing, it's right-wing too,
cultural
but okay.
we are now witnessing happening in the Democrat Party. Anyways, that's what I got. Thanks for watching.
You're all Nazis. They're Nazis.
What the fuck is this?
Both sides bad.
This
That's
is
why I'm a good little centrist.
Shut up, Chi. This is the Maria Grace music video. I think her team threw this together.
Okay.
It's more like just a lyric video.
What you trying to say, man?
It's such a basic Suno song, holy shit.
Gotta make a call, I'll be right back.
Everybody's gonna start somewhere.
Are you saying my shit is basic Suno shit?
Feeble just pulling that ladder up behind him to maximize stress.
Actually kind of vibe with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people like bad music. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's why you prompt for it, man. That's why I make Nightcore.
Yeah, which is also bad music.
Fuck you.
I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to trigger people. People get really mad when I criticize their shit.
The fucking delayed reaction was fucking hilarious. Took a second. And he was like, fuck you.
Yeah, I really hope when you watch the thing tonight, people are just like, what is this shit? What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, are you putting it out tonight?
Yeah. Yeah.
He has to. He's gonna miss the submittal time if he doesn't.
Is it ready?
Yeah, I already ran through.
What if you just like hot drop it on my stream right now?
Just right now?
No,
yeah,
no.
Honestly, I was gonna premiere it on our stream, but we're not even gaming tonight, and no one needs to really come to my stream. But
listen, I'll premiere it for you. Give it to me. I was gonna react to it anyway.
Oh, good.
I'll do it tonight.
Help me. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, I can tell you. He and I talked about this live.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna help you if I premiere it. I'm just saying. He doesn't give a shit. I know. I mean, I don't mind. I'll do it. I'll hype it up. And I was planning to react to it anyway. I didn't want to watch it until I streamed.
I tried to do the 4K, and there's like 3 places where it had render code errors, so I'm just releasing it.
Yeah, it's probably better if you do 4K. It's gonna start getting a lot more errors. You topaz it?
Yeah. So that did not pan out, but I mean, most of it's pretty good, but it just washes out a little bit too much, which is fine. It's 480 highly contrasted fucking anime, so it's good.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why, like, next time you have to actually, like, topaz the clips. You have to, like, keep upscaling the clips as you put them together.
Yeah.
Not the,
Sneak it in at the end and be like, and now make it 4K. Because I didn't want to pay for all the 4K renders. Go.
Yeah, it was a cool little song. It's cool to see her getting into the AI, but definitely
I enjoyed it.
Was that Maria Grace?
It's definitely a very bare bones Suno song. Yes.
Well, I like supporting people who are getting their feet wet in the AI space.
It's a good idea.
It is a good idea, yeah. But you should prompt the vocals, and you should prompt, like, you know, the beat patterns a little bit, so it doesn't sound like a generic Suno song. Just advice. Do whatever you want. What the fuck? I got a question in my anonymous asking me, do I think women should shave or not? I was like, what? Whoa, who's asking me this shit?
I like it hairy.
No, I don't, but
Cute Eustace with the shaved pussy line.
Oh, God.
yeah, that was funny. I fucking did that.
I think that's like a soundboard too now. This one is Against the Tide by Phantom GB. He's kind of like an outlier, I guess. Like, I don't even know if this guy is actually a part of the community. It's just a video that's been floating around. He might be. Might as well be.
Is this the guy you played games with yesterday?
No.
No, it's a different guy? Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, more political AI slot.
Why didn't make Brogan look decent, huh? Why didn't make Brogan look decent?
Listen, bro, you'd hit it. I know you would. This is like her wet dream, though. Like, damn.
Too much hair.
Why is it? Yeah, and it's brown. It's supposed to be brown. Why are we making Aspen hot?
That's what I'm saying, man.
They always give him too much hair.
The Tectone one looks really good. Actually, kind of looks like him.
They gave Aspen.
Dan Clancy. That's funny.
They gave Aspen literally my hair when it should be less than that.
Okay. Alright, this is kind of funny, actually. Oh my god. iDubbbz. This is actually funny.
Who's the other girl?
Is that the quartering?
I was gonna say the quartering being lumped in with all the bad guys is fucking hilarious.
Fuck.
Oh man, he stole my color scheme. I'm gonna crash out. Alright, Google got stock on this guy.
Right he looks like a cross between me, you, and NightowlVt.
Be like that sometimes. Damn, that's deep fried as fuck.
Hell yeah. What is it, Leaflet coming out of here? Oh no, it's the broys. There it is. See, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this kind of concept, but with like the guy who made that Leaflet and Powder versus Dan Clancy video, and I wanted like us to show up in the Skynet ship and like get beamed down.
The other person disappeared.
F in chat. Damn. That's the quartering, right? Like, am I crazy? That's Jeremy, right? Oh, is that? Never mind. That's the fucking.
Reckless.
That's the fucking. Yeah, that's the brick Lego brick guy. I thought that was fucking iDubbbz, bro. Got the same gay haircut.
iDubbbz would never look good these days.
Oh yeah, I've seen these clips. I think he sent it to us. That was cool. A little slop-tastic, but it was still cool.
Yeah, it was well put together.
All right.
Still no Boopy cameo though.
Fuck that guy.
Bro, we gotta watch that. We gotta watch that. We gotta watch Liberal High Mind again. Come on, man.
Yeah, man, that's all I watch. Don't you know?
No wonder why you're so retarded.
Man, you bitch. You an actual bitch.
Let's watch Reflecting Pool, man. That was good.
Was it?
Did you react to Reflecting Pool?
I did. I watched it on stream with Eustace and Duck.
Yeah, I posted my reaction to it. It's nice. My fucking goat cat right there.
That's my boy.
All this was AI generated.
Now I hand drew all of it.
Actively on stream.
I traced this.
Woke up in the feed, pixels dripping like Lego, stacking up the chaos, but the gravity, let's go. Pineapple Kool-Aid in my veins, sipping slow. Sweet poison
The nigger pickles call to me.
That big gas.
Big gab, bruh. Part later when his fucking face turns into a watermelon.
Yes.
He's so cute. All right, DJ.
God damn, he changed himself. I haven't seen him do that before.
Shit's so dumb, bro.
This is my favorite gen. This is sick.
Yeah, dude, that was great.
Funny as fuck.
Think you have, mate.
Eustace is a dangerous cat, man. he's way more rowdy than people think he is, bro.
He is. Yeah.
I knew as soon as he dropped Radicalizer, I was like, oh fuck, this is not your ordinary cat.
Don't you dare skip my queen. Put your unit coming to their cupboards.
Oh, dude. God damn it.
Don't you love how all these antis hate AI, but they love Neurosama?
I love Neuro.
They're about to drop season 2 also.
I think it dropped yesterday. First episode did.
I honestly love Neuro Karaoke too. She bangs out like all these fucking songs, man. It's great.
Yeah.
Bro, you're gonna make me fucking cry.
I know, dude.
So Nero's this singing is AI too, or?
Yeah, it's all AI, dude.
Oh, okay. I don't know how you can sing live unless it's
No, I'm pretty sure Vito has a little clone of her voice and ran it through AI for this. But at the same time, matched it up with her model singing it, which is fucking insane.
Poor Becca.
Like, it even does the vocoder. Like, what the fuck?
I was sad when Becca was
Becca was real.
Yeah.
Yeah, this song hits me different, boys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna bow out of this one.
I feel you, man.
Take me to the moon, please.
Cause I did everything to be there by your side.
I got Your Line in April. When I told her don't ever do that to me, I said don't ever, because we watched Your Line in April. I was like, don't ever do this to me. And then I was like, don't cyberpunk me either. That's literally what he did. It's crazy.
It'll be alright.
Oh no, I'm fine. It's funny as fuck.
I think what you're trying to say is there's nothing unique and world anymore.
No. I literally watched Your Light April, and I was like, I don't watch this show with anybody because it gives me PTSD. And then it's like, all right, you lied to me too. Look. Such a good song.
Yeah, this shit's peak.
Yeah, this shit's, bro. Every time this shit comes on when I'm playing Cyberpunk, I just gotta
God. I just vibe out, bro.
Yeah.
I just like start driving
down for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I might even just. Do I have Cyberpunk still installed? No, I don't. Fuck, I have to reinstall all my mods, my driving mods. I literally just sit in the game for like 2 hours and just drive, listen to the radio.
I got it installed with all the mods too.
Yeah, I could quick install. I'm pretty sure they're all saved on my thing.
Pretty sure I got it on my Xbox.
Okay.
You gotta get the PC version with the mods, man.
Brother, my shit can't handle like streaming WoW and Foogies at the same time, bro. It's a wonder that I'm streaming to the Discord and then streaming to everybody else, and then like also still maintaining PC integrity.
Bro, you gotta upgrade your GPU and play Cyberpunk with mods with ray tracing on. It'll change your life.
On God.
It runs pretty well. It runs pretty well too. Yeah, you complained about the driving, but like with mods, you can make the driving really fucking good.
I low-key like the driving in Cyberpunk. It's just like racing is kind of
Hell yeah, grip the slop.
The natural progression.
That is my favorite Skybrow song, not even gonna lie.
Brother, this one was so catchy.
Creamy man, creamy man, creamy manjaro, creamy man, creamy man, creamy man, creamy.
I'm pretty sure this is the song I was introduced to Skybrows with.
Man, you don't even realize, like, looking back at it now, like, these gens are awful.
They were definitely of their time.
Yeah, it's like crazy because this shit was like mind blowing when it came out. I was just like, wait, this shit kind of looks like garbage. I mean, this really isn't
there wasn't no fucking seat dance back then.
You can definitely tell it's all smooth, but it's just like 2 seconds cycle in, cycle out type stuff.
Like that we can like look back at this shit and see where we've improved.
No, I peaked with
well, yeah, I mean, because it's like the thing is too is like we talked about this with the GPT thing, but like you've seen it now. Like if you look at all the Lyria Chronicles submissions, they all look like they're made in the exact same. They all look the same. Like this is like, at least this is like a little sloppy, but at least it was unique. Like there's unique shit going on here. Backgrounds mattered. Like there was artistic expression. So in the same way of like anime back then, like you could argue like had a better artistic aesthetic. It's like it's the same thing here now, where it's like we look back at this and like honestly, this looks like really artsy. But then you look at the modern stuff we make and it looks like, oh, it's just an anime.
Why did I just now realize that Feeble was in Cream of the Slop?
Feeble's in all of them.
I'm in all of them, bro.
I'm a fucking tourist,
kind
bro.
Kind of a big deal.
Let's see if he's in the next one.
It's like I created all of this. It's crazy. It's like I coined the SCU phrasing. It's like I'm the first little budget cameo that spiraled into bigger ones joining. It's like it's weird. It's weird how that works. Yeah, this is. It's got just the old stuff, just a completely different styling compared to the new stuff. It's almost like it's becoming too homogenized now.
Yeah.
Sometimes the AI slop is like actually kind of unique in its own way. I don't know.
Yeah. Style locking seems to be how you put in work, because if you just like raw text into GPT, it's just always defaulting to that modern, smooth CG anime.
Yeah, well, my point was like this shit was done with Grok. I really just don't think people ever really like utilize Grok to its full potential, and we just kind of shit on it for no reason.
Yeah,
I mean, Sky still predominantly gens in Grok anyway.
Yeah, that's why I can appreciate it. I went back to Grok to try and do legitimately anything, and I can't even get it to like move a cursor around the screen without tweaking out. So definitely important for progress.
It still does, not gonna lie. It's still my favorite one.
Oh, this is I got PTSD with this one.
Well,
between this one and SkyOp can be PTSD, bro.
Have a good day again, Penny. Thanks for stopping by.
Goodbye, Penny.
Damn. Go back.
Oh, right.
Well, Jamie, pull that up.
Oh no.
Look away, look away, look away. Based. He did such a bad job with Mizuki in this, bro. Can we all agree on that? Like, he made her look really
back.
weird.
Zoom in. Enhance.
Look, there's the ante.
Enhance again.
I forgot he made Lifu fucking thick as fuck in this.
And he still didn't make her thick enough.
Yeah, pink chilling.
Cause I'm just a little jugular. Purity spiral diced into division. No cap cuts or clean incisions. No flaky tears for a living. You know it's no fox given. Can't help but speak with precision. Cause the derision keeps me driven. No fox given. No more shame, nothing hidden. Ring ding ding, what does the fox say? Oh my god, spicy take. Okay. Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know the way. They get more based each passing day. Quang-a-lang like bro, but they're all no show. Though half them yaps make you stop like whoa. It's not who you are, but what you do. All that really matters is that you heard the foxu. The shoe fits and girls fits your wear, counting you. The people are much weaker when they're split in two. Lend your voice to what it must defend. Cause truth don't bend like a passing trend. Some type of way you feel.
The rare underworld femboy cameo. It's Seal Kaiser.
What does the fox say? Moon your business, foxu. Don't play simple symbiosis, yeah, you know the way. Fuzzy till a day keeps the
Good times, man. Good times.
Not neither though.
Good times.
What's real in life if the truth.
Yeah, I used to. I'm the one who fucking kept pushing them for Fox Girls. God damn, saw Fox Girls supremacy. But honestly, bro, I'm kind of. I ain't be liking the Fox Girls lately. I ain't gonna lie. This shot was cool. Oh, not that. This is cool. A lot of cuts here, though. Like half of the shit was probably unusable.
I ain't got no problems with Kirsha or Smug Alana.
I got a problem with you, bro.
Smug Alana is the reason I got into this shit. So
put Cine in. She's not even a Fox Girl. It's crazy. Bro, this shit's so stupid. Don't pause on any of this.
Make you unkind, slip the high from the edge and back from the ledge. Cancelled cancellation, now we're flying full-fledged. No fox given. You know we got the golden ribbon. Ring ding ding, what does the fox say? Lines are all nines. Sit and watch me slay. Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know the way. Fuzzy killer day sweeps decay away. But they're on no show. Though half them yaps make you stop like.
Relax, man. Crazy.
You only showed Zayla once. Didn't even read.
Technically, Zayla is more of a
Not a-
cat than a fox.
yeah.
Well, all right. I think it's I think 3 hours is enough time. To be honest.
Pussy.
Nah, bro, you gotta go 8.
I don't know. I'm kind of expecting to end up playing like Dead by Daylight all weekend with Feeble or some shit.
No, I'm gonna stream probably like an hour.
Listen to Tom McDonald. Yeah.
What are you gonna play?
I'd rather put this
I don't know,
Coke
DVD.
still in my mouth, brother.
All right, whatever.
Tom McDonald makes good music. Come on. Makes good music.
Coming from a rap background, I will agree to disagree.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to watch for right now. So, I think I'm gonna end the stream here and probably be back with Dead by Daylight. Can't even talk. I'm done. I'm gonna take a nap.